Whoa, Black Betty.
Rattering bam.
I'm a wild Black Betty.
Mattering bam.
Black Betty had a child.
Battering ma'am.
I'm the damn thing gone wild.
Battering ma'am.
I'm said a word, not a mind.
Battering ram.
I'm the damn thing gone blind. Bam, a lamb. Whoa, Black Betty.
Rattering bam.
I'm a wild Black Betty.
Mattering bam.
Black Betty had a child.
Battering ma'am.
I'm the damn thing gone wild.
Battering ma'am.
I'm said a word, not a mind.
Battering ram.
I'm the damn thing gone blind. Bam, a lamb.
All right, Heather, I'm going to record one more song for you before I go. This one's a little bit of a long one. Here we go. Oh, I got to turn that shit off. That's thunder, lightning. Damn, that sounds real wet. You got an umbrella? In the UK, they call that shit a brawly. Oh shit, what song is this, Heather? Off the top of the head. No ad libs. No notes. Here we go. Make that Heather music. This is the Dramatics. 1970 something. Here we go. My dad used to play this shit. My daddy immigrant. Since you want to talk crazy on immigrants, I'm gonna clown your ass. I'm gonna drag you to hell and back, Heather. Here we go. You and that motherfucker, Xavier. You finna go outside in the rain. You definitely talk crazy. You definitely talk crazy, Heather. You finna go outside in the rain. You gonna live outside, Heather. Ah, shit, this ain't the instrument. Let me find an instrumental real quick.
And now, our feature presentation.
What's going on, guys? There's a lot of things going on. And like, can you hear that? I don't think you can hear that. It's driving me fucking nuts though. But welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for being good little angels. Bombastic Side-Eye, Rochelle, Jessica, Friend Roger, and also Ryan for 22 months. I can't fucking hear myself think the fucking neighbors have shit going is driving nuts. But so Heather only did like 2 streams that were actually noteworthy. It's like an hour worth of content, and then Loco Coco actually uploaded the Toxic Diamond interview that Heather did, so we could watch that since I know you guys wanted to watch that last time, but I was like streaming for 3 hours, so I didn't want to do that last time. And then what was the other thing? Oh, the post, the crazy mercifulstorm.com post. We can read that too. I have it pulled. What is this? Oh, and her eviction thing. I have her eviction. That's really bright. Her eviction thing here. And this post that she was talking about last week. Remember I did over this last week? So, give me a second here. I swear to God, man. As soon as I go live, like everything starts happening, and it's like, what the? Let's see. I think this is in order. Hold on. Yeah, this is in order. I think. Let's find out. The eviction. The eviction. Why are my eyes never red? I don't know. I don't really know. They just stopped going red. Cause like I'm supposed to be high. Is that what you mean? There is. Very quiet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say the entire thing over again, and here we go. Xavier, I'm gonna do episode.
Oh wait, hold on. I turned it up a bit. So Xavier might be in this, probably not. Xavier's just not enough. I heard that Heather gets mad at Xavier. I don't know if it's in this one. Probably in this one. Look, my mouse is over there.
Episode 8 through 12 recap. So I met Xavier, and I had just gotten done literally going through absolute hell. I don't think. Let's just do a recap. I don't think that there is enough like experience in the world to even understand what I went through. Like, I just don't think people regularly go through shit like this. Like, it's fucking crazy. I don't even know. So after that undercover cop leaves me at Walgreens on Ontario and Clark, and
We don't even get a preface. What number of 12 is this? Is this part of the thing? Why is my voice like not working now? Blah da 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 da. La 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 la. Can you work, please? Like, what the fuck is happening to me? Lori, thank you for being a member for 5 months. A good little angel. And Midnight Lattes. I also can't read either. This is gonna be a great stream. You guys.
I have all my stuff.
You guys.
There, like
hey, you guys.
4 or 2.
It's because I'm not drinking Mountain Dew. I'm drinking this fucking weird orange cream Coca-Cola, which is the cause of everyone's problems. Don't drink this holiday season.
Big, huge Rubbermaid gallon bins with like 2 bags. So like 4 things to carry. 2 of them are big bins and 2 of them are bags, and they're all filled to the brim with like clothes that I just got literally like 2 days, 3 days before. They took me shopping to replace everything that was, I had nothing left. I had maybe like 3 athleisure outfits left. That's it. That's all I had. So, and mind you, I've never even had enough time to go into shock. Like,
Where's Xavier?
am fucking still in shock.
We can never see him. She even like has the thing here. I learned. There we go. She even has the space. Just show me he's not there. Where is he at?
Let's talk about it this way, okay? In 2006, I gave birth to a little baby girl, Viviana. I was living with Viviana's father and working full-time and a full-time college student. No criminal record. I still have no criminal record.
She has a criminal record. I should have got the criminal record. I don't know where it is. I have to go back to the stream where we did it already and figure out where it is. I must have it on the old computer. I don't know why I pointed over here. The old computer over there. It's somewhere over there, I think. I think it is actually over there somewhere. But we went over it all. She has like cocaine charges and what else does she have? I actually can't remember because it's been this long.
And no history of like drug, alcohol, sexual promiscuity, nothing like that. None of the red flags at all whatsoever. I had been through absolute hell as a teenager. I mean, hell. But I
might fall off the wagon by Christmas, honey. At
Gruesome
Bombastic Side I super chatted $1.99, Friday. Feral Friday and Steve's beautiful face.
Thank you, Bombastic Side. I thank you for the tip.
Somehow, you know, kind of learned to live with it, we'll say. Not gotten over it, but learned to live with it. And from 2006 all the way until 2019, well, we'll say 2015, I'm working in healthcare. So I'm in school and I'm working in healthcare at all times from 2006 to from 2004 to 2015. Vivi was born and I already had...
Are we going backwards in the story? Maybe this is part 4. Maybe this is the part where she was muted the whole time, because we were way past this in the timeline. Is this just like a bonus story when Vivi was born and this year that she forgot about or something?
2-3 years experience in healthcare, and she was born in 2006. So you have all of this experience.
Every time Heather moves, see, look, there he is. You can barely make him out, but there he is, right there. Oh no, that's my head. Right there. I have 2 screens, and sometimes I'd go on the wrong screen.
10 plus years of experience working in healthcare, and
yeah, her chat's crazy.
living with your children. That's your normal life. I woke up every morning and my kids were there in my house. I went to sleep every night and my kids were there in my house, with the exception of maybe 2 nights a week that they would stay with their father. And that was after we broke up. While we were together, we all lived together 7 days a week, you know? So it was just, I have not had
Cindy, thank you for getting 5 memberships. Welcome, Gillow Angels.
an opportunity to even like make reconciliation with any of the things that have gone on at all. Fuck the relationship. The relationship is the center of it all. That's every single thing that there's any point of contention. It's right there in the center, you know? And then going out from there, you have everything else, like the living situation, the car, the victimizations, the financial.
Okay, this is just all over the place. I don't know. I thought we were learning about a story from like 2006, but this is just everything kind of snowballed together.
Brain, the mental exhaustion, and you have like these different impacts, and then you get done getting strong-armed by a man who you love into being a person who you completely weren't when you met, right? That you didn't even know that person was there in your body. Like, what the hell, you know? And you
She's possessed. She's possessed by demons.
realize that this has been happening, right? And you try to move forward with your life, but who you really are and were before that relationship and that person and that abuse and all of that shit, that person doesn't exist, nor does the person that was getting abused. When you finally wake up and you tell for the first time this person, like,
So the kid, she said, is in Xavier's parents' care and Xavier's mother's care. She's still going to court for it. It's not going well. Not going well at all. She got a car. She's doing Uber Eats, and yeah, I think it's Uber Eats, not DoorDash. Xavier is on drugs. They have a place, but they're getting evicted, and I don't know. They might be back. I don't think they'll be in a tent, actually. They'll probably just live in the car, but I think they'll probably be living out of this car soon.
fuck you, bro. Absolutely not. What the hell? When you've been saying like, yeah, okay, babe, I love you so much. Oh my God, of course I will. Yes. Wait, what? Why would you want me to do that? You're so bogus. Yes, I'll do it anyways. Like literally going from that to waking up like, hold on. Has this guy been fucking using and taking advantage of me and like making me love him so that I'll say yes to doing things that normally I would never do? What the fuck? And then you start Googling. I think my husband wants me to die. I think my husband, is trying to set me up.
We're talking about Dylan, right? You were never married to Dylan. We're talking about Xavier. I've been telling Xavier this. Xavier can't hear me, but I've been saying into the ether for ages, Xavier, you gotta watch out. She's gonna kill you one day. Xavier's gonna die one day. Heather might die from Xavier too. Xavier seems kind of like a serial killer, in my opinion.
I have to record all conversations that my husband and I have in the house because he threatens to use audio and video to harm me and blah, 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 blah. And this is the type of shit that once you start Googling, like, you have to move on from that relationship. Like, what the fuck? You cannot be. So
this is, I don't think we have, because it's 2025 and this happened in 2019? 2018? I don't know. A long time ago. Over half a decade ago.
Google.
But we're still sitting in a car at, I don't know, it was nighttime. Sometime at night. Bitching about Dylan Smith.
Should I record my conversations with my husband because X, Y, and Z, and think that that's like a safe place to be? So, okay, what do we do? How do we get out of there, right? It's never been about the relationship. That's what these fucking haters don't, either they don't care to know, or they just don't understand or don't have the time to listen.
Team Heather go crazy.
Because with the time to listen, you'll understand. It's not that comprehensive, right? You don't have to be Albert Einstein to understand which cycle of abuse I fell under and what.
I don't know if Albert Einstein knows about the cycles of abuse and stuff. He was teaching, learning, teaching, discovering stuff about the universe and shit.
What happened.
Like space stuff.
And why and who and where, etc. and so forth. What you have to be a fucking rocket scientist to understand is how in the fuck I am working 50 plus hours a week. Today, I have an hour and like 20 minutes left on my meter. I'm not allowed to drive past that in a 24-hour period. You only get 12 hours of driving time. So I always toggle between two applications. Well, they locked me out of my other application. And then they locked me out of my One Heather GEEE.
She was actually driving that whole time, but you can, if there's no customers, they'll count the time you're just sitting there? That doesn't sound fair. I don't know. I don't drive Uber Eats or DoorDash. It's not something I'm interested in ever trying to do. Do you guys know? Do you guys do that?
Email account in July 9th.
Fucking Wi-Fi. I can't see my fucking... I should probably fix that so I can see what I'm doing here. There's no frame dropping yet.
And then they stole my phone number, the 312-881 phone number. And then they took several shits in my...
Fuck up, fuck down, or fuck any fucking way for that matter. How about everyone just stops fucking for a while? It's Christmas.
At Cindy_Lou_102. Super chatted $10. Merry Christmas Santa Steve Santa and his GLAs smile with a halo. I'm excited for next week with my little family.
Aw, thank you, Cindy. Thank you for the time. It's me, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is Italian this year. Mario is Italian, right? How should we be getting Mario's fucking thing wrong? But thank you for the time, Cindy.
Toilet, and it's like all the shit that was...
Oh, what was I? I wanted to put that back, actually. One. Will it let me just do this, like... Oh, it did today. Remember, it was making me like, I don't know, go and fucking press a thing behind this to do a thing. I'll watch Mahui. Let's hear her say everybody took shits in her toilets. Or they were breaking in to take shits in her toilet.
And they took several shits in my toilet. And it's like all the shit that was going on back there, it's all just happening again, just without that, without you know who.
I mean, Mario, the makers of Mario's from Japan. They're Japanese for sure.
So how in the fuck is this still going on? Where the fuck is the intelligence team or the technology team or the fucking Federal Bureau of Investigations or anyone with half of a fucking clue in their mind as to what on earth could be permitting, right, a grown-up woman 2 weeks before Christmas from having inhibited communication with her children, being called this
is right on the top of the FBI's list. We gotta figure out who is hindering communication with this mom. The best mom in Chicago, in the world, mind you. They won't let her talk to her kids on Christmas. The fuck is this? And all the other teams are nowhere to be found. So we gotta take this on, guys. Save Heather Gillespie's Christmas. The FBI, let's go.
Same names and stalked in the exact same ways as she was in 2020, 21, 22. We've already resolved all of this. We already have all of the answers. What's going on now? Like, hasn't someone written a manual about this yet? I'm saying that with all due respect, right? But it's just too much, you guys. Like,
Taking the poops? Yeah, it's doppelgangers.
I need them to lay off of that shit for a while, you know, and they're just up my you-know-what all the time with the same names and antagonizing behaviors, and it's like, ew. Ugh, it's just so gross. And then other than that, it's just been a whole lot of, number one, I have a literal goal board of things that I want to accomplish and a practical application of how I can accomplish those things. I've written it all out with very brief.
Sounds like you're spending all your time on this job that's not paying you for some reason, which is crazy because millions of people drive for Uber, and if they weren't paying them, then I don't know what they're doing. They're just doing that for fun. I just like driving for Uber. For fun! It's just a fun time. I can't feel where my foot pedal is with these slippers on.
Brief explanations so that it's easy for even a farm animal to understand. Yet, every time I take 4 steps toward, you know, action items towards accomplishing those goals, some big, nasty, angry, fucking ugly energy just comes and fucks it all up. Like, takes, oh, you have this, you have that, you need this, you need that, you can't, oh, your oil change is supposed to be $110, but you need filters, it can't wait another 3 months, and you better hurry up because next month it's going to be $420 for brake pads, and, you know, and then after that, and it's like, what in the fuck do you mean? Then give me a raise then, you know, what the
Is this, is Uber doing your auto mechanic work? I think she's just talking about an auto mechanic guy trying to rip her off. I need an oil change. You need everything else as well. They always try that shit. Uber got to give her a raise then? I don't. Does Uber give out raises? How does Uber's payment structure work exactly? I've never even thought about it. I thought everybody just gets paid the same. Is it different? Can you get a raise at Uber?
fuck, I need more money then. I mean, I don't know what you want from me. Like, I'm not out here shopping. Everyone, oh yeah, it's about the way that you present yourself, right? And what you wear. Fucking Sebastian energy right now. I don't know if you know who that is. If you know, you know. But like,
no, I don't know. Sebastian to me is a raccoon or a crab. Who the fuck is Sebastian the person? Is that guy? Salt Bay looks like he would be a Sebastian. So I got eyelashes making me go crazy.
I agree. I want to dress like a sophisticated woman who knows how to do business and create a beautiful existence for herself, her family, her children, etc. I want to shop at Mexmara. I'm 5'9", and I wear a size 7.5 to 8.5 in shoes, in pants between a 6 and an 8, and in dresses between a 4 and a 6.
Are you listening, sponsors? So you know what to when you get her presents for fucking Christmas. Why is she telling us this?
Most brands, American sizes.
Pants.
But I need long sizes. I have.
They have never been poor. They have never had the joy of a welfare Christmas. Ain't that the truth? All my problems could be solved with money.
At Ryan Ambrose Q, super chatted $9.99. Whoa whoa wee whoa, adulting is hard. Make things change. Mario Santa Claus, medium skin tone, Italy.
Oh, I think you're right. Thank you for the 10. Yeah, well, adulting is hard. She's mad that the universe isn't giving her $156 a day or whatever, so she can get, I don't know, she can pay all of her expenses and get Botox and a bunch of dumb shit. Because that's what Heather wants to do, man.
long legs, very long legs. No, if I go to Marshall's or any of those stores, even Nordstrom Rack, it's very difficult to find brands
Hold me down.
that have the long size next to them. So you petite, short, regular, or average, or normal, or whatever they call it, and then tall. I need tall pants, and those
It's 159. See, that's an insane number. To me, that's an insane number. Is that not crazy to you guys? I don't know.
pants cost more than 4 for $25 on Amazon, and not only that, but I think that the reason, babe, correct me if I'm wrong. Can you tune in on this? Babe, yeah. Can you please?
Yeah, she got, when was it? I want to say 2 months ago? Maybe a month ago? She got Botox. She's like, I just got Botox. Nah. I'm Heather Gillespie. Life is awesome, even though everything's imploding around me. But now that everything's like coming to a head, she's freaking out more. But, well, when she was in denial, thought she would win the case. I don't know why they always think they're going to win the case. She was getting Botox and stuff. And then, I swear to God, like 2 weeks later, saying that she didn't have her rent and she was trying to get the sponsors to help her. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Please tap in on and give an opinion on this. I will set a goal, right or wrong, and illustrate that goal and how we should get there.
Is this where he's not enough?
There's something very, very realistic, like, okay, I will begin taking an online course for real estate for 30 minutes a day, every day.
Maybe if like she doesn't fix her car, maybe her car app will actually explode, and then they'll have to get a tent. I think they're gonna live in the car, cause like where else would they live? Do you guys think Heather will keep Xavier around too if they live in the car? What would be the point? I guess she's codependent on him, so there's that. I think that, yeah, she'd probably keep him around, actually, the more I think about it. But it's going to be pretty cramped in the car.
Right, something easy like that. Or I will begin going to the gym for an hour every day, 7 days a week. Or I will cut out sugar from my diet. And then after I establish that that's the goal and announce it to the universe and write it down or share it, it's like, I could be starving for a week and no one will offer me food. But as soon as I announce to the universe that I'm not eating any more sugar and I walk out of my house, there will be like 30 different people like standing with their arms out to give me donuts and cakes and cheesecakes and fucking candies and sodas. Hey, I'm not asking for assistance with willpower.
What?
No, I'm not. I'm asking, I don't want that shit in my house. I don't want it around me. I don't want to buy it. I don't want to eat.
Then start using reverse psychology with the universe, if that's what's happening. If that's what you think's happening. Say, I quit eating healthy food and I will quit fighting for my kid and I'll quit. Maybe she is. I'll quit paying my rent and I'll just get paid for me. And this is what's happening. It's not happening. She thought people would just be like, we'll pay your rent for you, Heather. All right, yay. I don't think people were standing outside with donuts. That's some crazy shit.
Eat it. When my children and I lived together, which is my whole entire adult life, and prior to that, I was the child living with my family, with the exception of 3 years. When all of that was going on and life was normal for me, I was the grown-up and I had my children there and everyone, would want to have snacks and I would have to literally say no. If you want to have a snack, what we'll do is everyone get your shoes on. We'll walk to the convenience store at the corner or the gas station. Everyone can choose one special soda and one either candy or chips. And they would be like, yes. Do you know why? Yes, it's more expensive to not buy it in bulk. But if I buy it in bulk, I will eat it all. I have been known to wake up in the middle of the night.
What is the point of this? I've been known to wake up in the middle of the night and just eat everything? Just everything.
Hypoglycemic. Frantically searching for some sort of something that will be sweet. So I don't know. It's happened before. It happened especially when I had reduced myself. I was doing intermittent.
I seen it in Barry. You know, the show Barry, where he keeps killing people and he's like, all right, that's the last time I'm killing anybody. And then he ends up killing more people. So I've seen, like, Barry's done it, I guess.
Fasting, and
Announce things to the universe.
I'd reduced myself to 1 meal a day. It was happening back then a lot. I would wake up and like find myself eating the entire container of either Nutella or peanut butter.
That's not even enjoyable. Why?
You know, and then fall back asleep with it, like in bed with me and everywhere. It was, anyways, I don't know how we got off track.
I don't know either. This got really weird. She would just wake up and eat a whole jar of peanut butter and take it to bed with her and fall back asleep.
I guess the point is, we're only allowed to drive 12 hours.
I've never heard of anyone doing that. Not even like peanut butter fanatics.
Drove 11 hours or 10 hours and a half today. So they're sending me a warning. You only have 1 hour left. I haven't made my goal. I'm not even close to making my goal. I have a lot of bills due and it's 2 weeks before Christmas. I'm fucking stressed out. I'm working as much as humanly possible. I feel like I have been led astray and blatantly and deliberately in the wrong direction on a number of occasions. I feel like there are numerous people, places, and things that are using me in a way that helps them reach their goals.
Nouns. They get with the nouns.
Despite the fact that in using me, it might directly negate or...
You know, Brooke will fall asleep with sunbursts in her mouth. Is it sunburst? Starburst. Why am I forgetting my candies, man? Man.
Deter me from my own goals.
Come on, man.
And Xavier.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Where are we? Why are we here?
I don't even know where we are, man. You're driving around, he's passed out. How is he supposed to know? That's an unfair question, to be fair to Xavier. Yeah, but he sounds fucked up, man. What was he even saying? Hold on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Where are we? Why are we here?
Wait.
And Xavier.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I thought she said, where are we? He said, where are we?
Where are we? Why are we here? Are you on live?
Yes. You're like snoring. He's done nothing. Literally, he's just sat in the back seat all day. That's all he's done all day. I have done.
He said, are we on live? Okay. I don't know. I don't know why my brain heard that as Heather asking him where they were. That's weird.
I have worked all day long.
where are we? That's like Heather was saying that he'll just she was saying on the live today, he'll have no memory of how he got places. He'll just end up at a drug den or something. No. Somewhere in the winter without socks or shoes on, and he'll be, I don't know how we got here, man. It's like, what are you doing? What is Xavier doing?
Anyways, the point is,
Xavier needs his own sideshow, man.
I have more than a bachelor's degree of education formally and more than 10 years of education and experience outside of the normal classroom setting in a multitude of topics.
They have never been poor. They have never had the joy of a welfare Christmas. Ain't that the truth? All my problems could be solved with money.
At Bombastic Side Eyes super chatted $1.99. The best chat in town. Heartsuit, where are we? We live.
Where are we live? We live. Thank you, Bombastic Side. Thank you for the 2. I thought she freaked out at him more. People were like, she freaks out at him.
Definitely be successful in so many different ways.
I want to see her freak out at him.
I feel like my life.
Did they have Narcan? That's the other thing I was wondering. They should have Narcan on them. What if that's the last thing Xavier hears? Just off in the faint distance, Heather yelling at him because he doesn't know the answer to some obscure question while he dies. And she can't revive him because they don't have fucking Narcan.
Life is being wasted.
I didn't do the disclaimer. Don't do drugs. Heather usually talks about crazy stuff too, so trigger warning. And always, I was gonna say carry Narcan. You shouldn't have to if you don't do drugs. Just be a good little angel. You don't have to worry about that.
Wasted and exploited, and I'm frustrated. I miss my children, and I'm so sick of hearing my voice say the same thing on these lives. Like, this is my FTR, because if I didn't have a fucking video of myself saying the same shit 6 years ago, I wouldn't even believe that it happened. That's how mind fucked they're trying to do me. And I've been explaining this to you guys for 6 years. It's called crazy making behavior. They'll move my belongings that I just set down. They'll
Crazy making behavior. The what do you call it? She saw some hashtag team Heather go crazy. Am I going crazy? That's not what it is it? Team Heather go crazy. Yeah, it is that. Someone was saying that it's Team Heath go crazy. I don't know what this is about. Heather swears she saw it and that it's a team of people set on making her do crazy making behavior. Or no, the team is doing the crazy making behaviors to Heather to make Heather crazy and do crazy stuff to make her crazy.
I'll go to a space where I'm the only person who lives there, has authorization to be there, and they'll move my belongings low key when my back is turned or something, so that I'm literally wandering around looking for the same thing over and over and over again. There's a million different examples that I can give, a million. But my main concern right now is that it's 2 weeks before Christmas, 6 years, almost to the day, after the very first order of protection was presented. And after they started fucking up my life real bad. And I don't do drugs still. The only thing that I ever do or have done on a regular basis or semi-regular basis is smoking pot.
Yeah.
I don't really...
Weed's fine. She has an Adderall script. She's not breastfeeding anymore, so I don't know why she's not getting the Adderall script. She's trying to get her kid back. That's why. She should probably go and finish the other programs that she's claiming she finished, but the state is arguing that she didn't, so I don't know why they would be arguing that she did finish them. So I'm going to assume that she didn't, and she's just, I don't know, telling us that she did, so we donate her money because we feel bad. Christmas. They won't give me enough money for Christmas. My kids won't talk to me, but I need money for their Christmas.
Drink. I think we've drank 2 times in the last 3 years. And I'm fucking sitting here having the exact same conversation, that the same victimizations that I was reporting on these lives in 2019-20 are all
170. Yeah, it's a little steep for a Heather.
Occurring again with proof. If you guys recall, I posted a photo of a Cadillac CTS that was the exact same Cadillac as my Cadillac CTS, same color, champagne, which was a custom color. And
it's a pretty common color, I think.
It was driving around following me. If you go to the One Heather GEE Instagram account, there's a video of me in my car recording them in the same car as they drove by with the license plate not in me. And this woman followed me while I was driving DoorDash for miles and miles and miles and refused to communicate with me or explain to me why she was following me.
What? That's pretty crazy. Do you try to talk to her? Just banging on her window. What are you doing? What are you doing here? It's like, fuck. I'm just doing my deliveries. Did that up? I wish she got on camera. Why wouldn't she get on camera? If they were following her, that seems like a Heather thing to do, to like record the incident for evidence.
Approximately 6 months ago, Xavier and I were leaving a visit from seeing Weston at the DCFS office Hillside, and we get on 290 at Austin or Harlem, and there's an SUV that pulls in front of us with a dirty, dusty back window with, like, that chalk paint, not chalk paint, but like that paint that people use to write congrats on homecoming or whatever on their car. With that, they wrote, babe. Yeah. Do you remember when we got on the expressway? I'm asking you to wake up.
I need to know this too because I forget for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's hashtag Team Heather go crazy.
And stay engaged. I need to make documentation, and I'd like you to attest.
You let him engage. Why does he need to be awake, man? Big safer. Giving him false hope.
As a witness to certain things. Can you please pay attention? I've been trying to get you to pay attention since the beginning of this live. You haven't done drugs. You haven't drank alcohol. You slept a full night last night. What's going on? You've been doing nothing but sitting in the
Maybe he's depressed.
back watching movies. Can you please wake up and engage?
Yes.
Please. So we get on the expressway after we're leaving Weston's visit, and we see an
What? Are you gonna let him? We don't get any context from Xavier. Jeez, I'm glad you woke him up.
SUV that says on the back windshield, "Team Go Crazy, Heather," in marker.
Team Go Crazy Heather?
Did I point it out to you?
Yeah.
And even with that, even with all of that proof, they don't open an investigation. They don't.
You can never even hear Xavier anyways. He's just like,
They don't fucking look for who, why, what, or when.
He's a little
I
baby.
don't even
Might as
understand
well
what the
be.
fuck they want from me at this point. I mean, I don't understand at all. Like, I don't do anything. I'm just minding my own business. Now I'm feeling fucking heartburns and bloated and all this shit. Xavier's fucking passing out more than he's here. It's like, am I just transporting around a body or what? Are you using him as a cooler or something? Or like, what the fuck is going on here?
As a cooler? I don't think bodies would work as a cooler. Heather, what are you talking about?
You know, the moral support feels like it's at an all-time low when it comes to this guy. He's in and out. I don't know what the fuck he's got going on. And it's the same with you guys. It's the same with literally everyone involved. It's these periods of tremendous warmth followed by these periods of tremendous growth. And then you pull my car up in front of that fucking nail shop, Fire and Ice. And you make sure that my eyes focus in on those words, you know. And it's just, this shit is yeah.
What billboard?
You know already with it. It's too much. But then you have my 4 kids, and Xavier has 1 child, my son Weston, and you know, between the two of us, we have four babies, 4 children. You know, who
I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, she's like Dr. Evil. You know, essentially, I'm surrounded by idiots. And if she could, she'd press that button to everybody and send them down into the pit where they die. So, I don't know if I should feel too bad for her. But, like, no one's on her side. Xavier is even like, I don't even know if Xavier's going to make it to next year. He's definitely doing something. I don't think it's good for his health.
That's the next generation. Like, that's everything that we know, that we teach, all of our wisdom. If we don't pass it down to them, where do we pass it? Like, to some strangers on the internet looking for a fight? Like, no. I'm not here to document because I want to argue with someone about the fact that I have a crown on one of my teeth. I've gone to the dentist, you know, 1,000,001 times in my life. I don't have any money to go to the dentist to take my crown out and put a new crown in. I just replaced it 2 years ago. So even if I did have insurance, which I don't, they wouldn't replace it. Go to someone else's fucking comments. You've been telling me for 6 years, tooth. Like, get some new fucking tricks. You're a lame, you know?
You're a lame. That's right, you guys. I told you the teeth was played out. I actually don't see that many teeth in this stream. Oh, this person's saying Narcan. Yeah, where are the teeth? I don't know what you're talking about this time. Need coffee table books. I've seen Vegas truckers putting coffee tables and books, or coffees and books.
And I'm still complaining about the same shit. What else? They won't let me start an online business. What else? Every single time I get started in e-com, they just remove it from the internet. What else? If I pay for them to set up a Shopify store, which I already have, they keep the money and they never fucking return the store. What else? I've gone to...
That's what Teespring does too. Let's get them. Do a class action last. Yeah, trenches, girl.
ChatGPT for action items on how to make my rebrand for healthcare consulting, for real estate, student, agent, leasing agent, etc. and so forth, all of which are commission action items. I could be fucking making commission on any one of those items, but instead they have me sitting in a fucking by myself in this tiny little space with unconscious Xavier, fucking scared about what the fuck is going on, trying to use my phones as they disable them to their own free will and convenience.
Xavier's scared about what's going on?
Without telling me shit, asking me shit, etc. and so forth.
Poor Xavier.
What the fuck? It's like fucking shit. I made $115 in 10 and a half hours of work.
Bradley, thank you for becoming a Guild Angel. I'm trying to think of, like, I don't know, a supervillain duo. It's like Pinky and the Brain. I don't want to use Pinky and the Brain, though. There must be a better one. But it's like if fucking Pinky was on fentanyl and the Brain is like, I don't even have anyone to talk to anymore. Xavier is useless. Like, super useless. He keeps shitting all over the fucking place and getting me evicted. I don't know what to do with him.
What? How am I going to be okay like this? Like, this is not a matter of me not appreciating. I have
That emoji is Heather, yeah.
4 kids. What the fuck? I'm wearing the same leggings, and then they want to say to me, oh, you're not advancing in your career because you're dressed like a driver. So everyone's going to treat you like a driver. You wear those neon Nikes, black leggings.
Wait, who's saying that?
Athleisure clothing. Everyone's going to keep treating you like a driver. You're going to stay as a driver. Okay, cool. How in the fuck?
Gary V probably told her this, because I don't think anyone else would tell. No, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
If I can't even stay on top of my bills with the money that I'm making, am I supposed to sacrifice?
Is it true that she only made 2 payments on the car and the company's trying to repo it? I didn't hear that. I haven't heard that yet. I know that she owes like $5,000 in parking tickets because she keeps parking in a non-parking zone, and that she's getting evicted, but I don't know about the car repo. If the car gets repoed, then yeah, she's definitely living in a tent, at least in the next 2 months. The eviction thing's for January 27th, I think. Not December 27th, really. Let's just pull that up real quick here. Oh, it's Brett. It's so Brett. Hold on. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's right here. Look how bright that is, man. Ah. Yeah, the January. It's in January. What was my point to look that up? Oh, she'll be in the tent by February. That's what my point was.
For my own self-care, my Botox, my wardrobe. I told you guys, I want to fucking
We should look into that. Look at that green highlight thing.
wear clothes from Max Mara. I love that store. That is for a lady
Yeah, it's her
boss.
house.
Oh my God. And everything is
Oh my god.
so thick and soft, and the quality, it's so nice, and you can just you feel like a whole different woman wearing an outfit from Max Mara than you.
It's like Jesse and James if James is on fentanyl and Meowth is dead. That's really dark. And then they're just in this car being like, I can't fucking do anything. Can't do anything.
Do some see-through Amazon leggings, you know, and you can only be as powerful as you feel you are, or can fake you feel you are. And when you're walking around in some see-through fucking pants, freezing your ass off, wondering where the fuck your kids are at and why they're not answering the phone with an unconscious 40-year-old man in the back seat.
That might be why. That might be why they're not answering the phone. Because you chill with an unconscious fucking 40-year-old man, Xavier, who is a complete waste of space. And everyone can see it but you, apparently. That might be why.
You just start wondering, what's next from here, you know? What the fuck can possibly happen after all of this, you know? What the fuck? I don't do drugs. That's embarrassing, right? Yep, all this is happening to some sober, educated lady. And then there's this lady named Stacy who is like a cousin or a niece or something to my stepfather. And she wound up dead, overdosed.
Not overdosed? Did they kill her? Did they kill her?
And she was not a drug person. And that is
Might have been.
one of my largest fears that I have about this entire situation.
We've seen Heather on drugs too. Well, like stupid drugs, duster and stuff. But she, like I said, she had the cocaine charges. So, and she was with Dylan Smith, the drug addict. I'm sure she's done a fair amount of drugs in her life.
They fucking fabricate whatever the fuck they want and circulate it to whoever's phone they want. How many of my love?
That's true. Why are people don't like the horizontal mode because of that reason? I don't know. I don't know.
Ones think
But that is, yeah, that works. Or like the laptop or a tablet, as long as you got like 2 devices. But they should fix that. YouTube should have a way to make that more user friendly.
something of me that has absolutely no
Over just a bunch of quotations, not even just quotate like Dr. Evil.
validity.
She's Dr. Evil.
And how much of my reach is being prevented from getting to my friends and family members so that I could sort the record straight. Like, ugh, I don't even know, you guys. What in the hell? And then it's like, fuck you guys too, because I'm trying to get some moral support from you. I'm trying to go in the fucking comments and see, okay, so-and-so says this, so-and-so says that. Yes, they're validating my experience and telling me that they'd be freaking out if they were me too. So thank you for that support. What's next? Okay, maybe you should do this. No, I get none of that. I can't even focus my eyes. I have to allow them, hear me, if you know, you know. I have to allow them to keep my eyes in soft focus so that my feelings don't get hurt by what the fuck you people are saying in the comments, and so that I don't start crying.
You could try moderating. Like, at all. Right? She doesn't moderate at all.
You know? Because we already were supposed to have worked out anti-terrorism mechanisms, HLGV law, virtual law, 6 years ago when we set parameters for all of.
When the fucking HLGV law was 6 years ago, they were supposed to fucking fix it. Terrorism on the internet.
This, and now here we are again, so that I could be someone's demonstration.
I don't even know, like, did she ever trust anyone? I think Xavier was modding for a bit, and he was terrible at it.
Just fuck my life up to pieces so that someone can put on some sort of fucking weird cuckold performance and watch while I suffer, you know, and then be there to pick up the pieces however they see fit, if they see fit. What a night, you guys. What a fucking night. And I'm just here. Oh, and so then I pulled over on the side of the road. My apartment is not too far from here, but I have to pay to park before 10 p.m. So I'm literally an hour from the time that I can't drive anymore, because you're only allowed to have 12 hours a fucking day. And you have to pay to park if I go to my...
You're not driving, though. You're just sitting there. It counts you just sitting there?
my house. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to
Do you get paid to just sit there?
pull over here and try to figure out what's going on with DoorDash, because I can do 12 hours on one app and go to another app.
It's a really good... Yeah, her chat's her support animal. That's a good way of putting it, Smoking Blondie.
And do more hours on that app, you know? And I can't, I need money. I need to pay my bills. Like, what are they expecting me to do? So I pull over here and I'm calling DoorDash, and it's all the same shit. Oh, Heather, what email did you sign up with? Oh, thank you for asking. Yes, that was either one heathergee@gmail.com or blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, what did you say? One heathergee@gmail.com. Oh, yes, that's correct. And you can no longer, no, I can no longer use that email or the phone number that it's registered with. In either June or July, someone took that entire email account off of the server. So I have no access. I've had no access. Mind you, I'm in court communicating daily or every other day with the state's attorney's office, the public guardian, and my attorney.
The story makes less and less sense every time. So she called Uber, and they said that her email was taken out of the system, and she can't do anything for months. How would she be working? I don't get it. I don't get it.
As well as the DCFS through that email account. So of course they stand, you know, to benefit by removing it from the server. And Xavier just conveniently passes out. Does he look like a man who's concerned about the safety and well-being of his child? No.
What does that have to do with it? This doesn't have to do with this kid at all.
But he's the first one to talk about how grotesque and just terrible this entire process is. They don't want him awake hearing what I have to say. They don't want his sponsors, dog walkers, whatever you like to refer to them as, to have truth. They want them to have this skewed.
Xavier has sponsors that are dog walkers? Do you guys know this? His sponsors are dog walker, like people just walk dogs and they see Xavier on the street and they give him drugs, so he doesn't have to listen to their shit. That's interesting. That's Xavier's crew, the dog walking crew.
Narrative that serves their purpose, but his people's purpose is not the same as our purpose. Does that make sense? What a fucking nightmare, you guys. Oh, and then how'd you meet Xavier? Oh yeah, this was supposed to be episode 8 through 12. Xavier and I met because I was dropped off by an undercover officer to be taken to a safe house where he took me, and I stayed there for approximately 6 weeks, and they were supposed to be helping me move forward with prosecution on this.
Was it 6 weeks before? At the black hole site?
And many other cases. His brother's a district attorney. We had a non-sexual relationship, just friends, for the first many weeks that we were together, and I had literally nowhere to go, was literally living in hell after being thrown out of my home and separated from my kids with very little to no reasonable understanding of why or how to resolve it. Never gone to court other than to establish that I was the mother and to be awarded primary joint custody of all 3 of the older kids. None of the shit that has gone on makes any fucking sense. None of it. Xavier taps out and passes out unconscious randomly, especially when I'm sharing pertinent information that I believe his dog walkers would benefit from hearing. Probably.
Okay, maybe dog walker is an expression, like they're walking Xavier like a dog. Is that what it is? I'm sure people who are more into this Heatherverse know. I think that's what she means.
Financially, as well as with their energy and their time, as well as their efforts.
Handlers, yeah.
And now I feel like super.
That's what she means, right?
Gassy, and I have heartburn, and it's just a fucking non-stop stressful experience. But guess what? When I first got here, it was nothing like this. It was so fucking calm. There was not a single tent anywhere outside at all whatsoever. Everything was beautiful. I would make like $279, $350 a day doing nothing, just working 4 to 6 hours driving. I would get treated so nicely. Everyone was so sweet to me and kind to me. They gave me nothing but compliments. I have no idea what happened. I was so sweet back, always, you know. And all I did with the money was send it to my kids, you know. And I don't want to say that.
So what happened? What happened?
Like, oh, my kids have thousands coming in. Like, I would literally send them like 10 to 20 a day, like 3 times a week. That adds up with 4 kids, you know. And then buy food for Weston to go see him at his visits. And I think I got Botox once for $150.
Team Heather go crazy.
And that's it. You know, I have not had a budget. It's just been really hard. I've just been working nonstop. But at the beginning, there was a good budget. And that budget was in place, I want to say, for about 6 months. And then randomly, and I believe this has to do with the conditioning. If you know, you know. But randomly, I just got bumped down to this disgusting amount of money for a mother with 4 children. You know, it's just so fucking sick.
You need to get a different job or something. I don't know. That's what any other person would do in this situation. Except Heather Gillespie.
Like,
maybe Brooke.
To live in a group of people where I get paid the least and my education is higher than most or equivalent to most, and I have more children responsibility and accessibility with regards to investing the money so that it comes back, with regards to a business mind, but I'm just being blatantly withheld from earning anything above what I absolutely need to be okay. You know, I don't even know what to do with that anymore. You know, it's like, what the fuck? What am I?
Can I keep some clothes here, babe? No, you can only have, what did she leave him to? 1 bag? Because the closet is for our kid that we'll never have. That's the kid's room, the fucking closet. So none of your stuff can be in here. The fuck out of here, Xavier.
Am I supposed to fucking do?
Stop shitting in the toilet.
I have to keep living. I'm not dead. I am alive. Hello, I'm not dead. What the fuck? You
But I
know?
am so alive.
I don't know. UBI, Universal Basic Income.
Upper deckers.
Husbands that don't fall asleep in the middle of a pep talk. And I didn't ask Xavier to be with him, nor did I want to have sex with him or become intimate with him at all whatsoever, not even a little. Xavier came on to me after a while together. And knowing that I said I did not want to have a relationship and that I did not want to have any sort of sex, and I was celibate with the exception of being raped since you-know-who and I broke up. So there's just so much wrong with this set of circumstances, you know? I mean, bad stuff.
How'd you get pregnant twice? I don't... Xavier. Xavier's family must be like, what are we gonna do with you? He's gonna end up in jail. Heather's gonna accuse him of some shit. He's not gonna be able to defend himself because he's on drugs all the time, and he'll just end up in jail. She might not even have to frame him for anything. She could just be like, he has a bunch of drugs on him, and then they'll arrest him. The end.
And a lot of fucking collusion, and a lot of...
Oh, it's sappy. Crap.
Sap.
I got sap on my fingers. Just wiped it off on the tree. That's a Christmas tree. It's pine.
At Kylie Mikey super chatted $6.65.
Oh, thank you for the 10, Kylie. I appreciate you.
just bad stuff. And I would be lying
Bad to the bone.
if I said that I did not at times, numerous times, you know, consider just dropping everything and running, you know, away, like physically. But it's like, there is nowhere to run. Like, it's going to be the same thing no matter where I go. And I won't have any familial support if I'm far away. Not that I really have much, you know, physical support right now. Like, if I ended up in the hospital, who would go, you know? I don't know, you guys. It's just all fucked. It's all fucked up. I've woken up Xavier now 3 times and he's asleep again.
It's nighttime. And he did drugs, obviously.
I don't know.
How to open the memberships? I don't really know. I forget. Let me find the video. Hold on.
I'm just trying to get some more hours so that I can go back on the road for another hour or 2, and I'm having really, really bad heartburn. Really bad.
Holding now. It's breaking.
Oh, and also, like, I have had no desire to be online, so this is completely external from...
I don't believe that. I don't know where the video is. But I think I should really try to find it. Hold on.
where I'm sitting. Have a good night, guys. It was the first one I had.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, Heather Gillespie. Crazy lady extraordinaire. Here, I'm gonna put you down there for a second. I'll put like this, like that, and then we'll go how to turn on gifted memberships. One of these videos has to show it, right?
How to turn on membership gifting for my channel if you're on mobile, or for any YouTube channel.
So this should work.
So basically, you click the join button on the homepage, not on a video. For some reason, YouTube or live stream doesn't work. Join, then at the top of the screen, click the 3 dots.
Oh, the 3 dots up there after you click join, but don't join. But there's 3 dots at the top right there.
and then click gift settings at the bottom. Then enable that, and you should be able to get it.
Does that make sense? We'll watch it one more time.
How to turn on membership gifting for my channel if you're on mobile or for any YouTube channel. So basically you click the join button on the homepage, not on a video. For some reason YouTuber Livestream doesn't work. Join, then at the top of the screen click the three dots and then click gift settings at the bottom. Then enable that and you should be able to get it.
So that's how you enable gift settings.
In 9 days, despite the fact that I have a court order to have 3 visits per week every single week. I have to continue going on the record as saying
It's the $sign by chat box. This guy? This $sign? And then gifting. And then I guess I'm the owner of the channel, so I don't see an option, but it would be here, I guess. Nicely done. In like 10 days, 11 days? In 12 days, I can gift more memberships. And this is like, this, they should be $1 Canadian, which should be way less American, which is why when it was $1.50, I was like, what the fuck? But apparently Apple, that's that extra Apple fee that Brooke's always going on about, that she's like, oh my God, they take extra money from Brooke. They don't take it from Brooke. They take it from you guys, apparently. So Apple's got to get their shit together. I don't appreciate that.
how corrupt
Apple taking more money from people.
this is, and there will be a place in history, okay? Women don't just have their children literally ripped from their womb and then it just gets swept under the rug forever. This shit will have its place in history. It will have its place in truth and in reality. And there are way too many people who know or have crossed paths with us for it to not hold its place in reality. I mean, let's talk about this.
I have Apple too. I only use Apple stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? That's stupid. Very stupid. But, I don't know. If you go through a different browser, you should be right. I think. Maybe, hopefully.
Just since Weston was born, I've completed between Lyft, DoorDash, and Uber Eats rides and drop-offs, interactions with clerks at stores, restaurants, customers, about 6,000 deliveries. That means that I have competency, communication skills, I'm reliable.
Thank you for being a good little angel for 3 months, Bonnie.
I've worked every single day without a day off for close to, I want to say, a year now. A year. Everything that has taken place since the beginning has basically been just one cover-up over the thing that was done to me previously that was already awful. So it's like, oh wow, look at this grotesque, fucking treacherous, series of events that any normal functioning human being would not be okay with having as a...
See, that's evil. Why are they doing that? Yeah, apparently if you're an Apple in another country, you can't gift memberships. But I don't know why. That's so mean. But thank you, Jen Exhales, for becoming a good little angel. And thank you, Cindy Lou, for gifting 10 memberships. Welcome, good little angels. Hopefully you turned on. That's why I was showing you guys how to turn it on, so you guys could get gifted memberships.
Part of their experience at all.
And Kylie. Oh, Kylie. See, Kylie can gift 10 memberships. Maybe she did it from, like, what the fuck? You guys, I don't know if you guys know what Brave is. Chrome. Maybe she did it from Google Chrome or something.
All, let alone on a regular.
Oh, you're an Android. Oh, and you can't. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. What the? Okay. So no, that still makes sense. It's an Aussie and not Apple and can gift them. Okay, so it does make sense. Thank you, Kylie.
Their ongoing basis.
I confused myself for some reason there.
Go ahead, look around and find any mother for me that would be okay being separated from her children with limited phone contact.
Brooke, I guess? I don't know. There's a lot of shit mothers out there.
There are none.
There are none. So what kind of fucking oppressive, systemic garbage is going on here?
Who's ready for Christmas?
At Cindy_Lou_102. Super chatted $10. Merry Christmas and welcome, good little angels. Smile with a halo, smile with a halo, smile with a halo.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate you guys.
I want to talk about this case a lot.
It'll be a good Christmas. There's no crazy trolls or anything. I ban people every day, so it'll be nice and relaxing. And then New Year's, we'll unban everyone. No, I'm joking. Fuck that. I was thinking about that, and I was like, that would be so... If I want to annoy the fuck out of myself, maybe when Brooke gets out of jail. Maybe when Brooke gets out of jail, we'll unban everybody. And then that'll really be a hectic day.
I want to talk about everything. But everything that's taken place since Weston's birth, if I discuss in detail any of the mitigating factors with regards to this case, which they're all very illegal and highly corrupt, if not all of them, but the ones I want to discuss, meaning, if I were to discuss them,
see Xavier's forehead there.
Online, they would just be there for the document and I would get charged with obstruction of justice. So even saying I'm leaving a visit with Weston, they've given me a hard time for. My son, my child, my son. It just makes no sense. So I want to go back.
It does make sense. Like, you lost your custody of your kid for a reason. Why was there... When did the frame rate drop? What? I have a bunch of drop frames. Probably from when I was pulling up that other video. Oh no, mamma mia. Now I sidetracked myself. It makes complete sense because you tried to raise your kid in a tent. And that's not a normal thing for any mom to do. Any mom would be like, you should be like, any mom wouldn't do this. Any mom wouldn't try to raise their kid in a tent, and they would try to get custody of their one of their 3 kids back before having a 4th one. Right? Right, Heather?
Back over all of this with...
No, she muted. She'll unmute. Technically, I think we saw this one today. I just couldn't pause it and say what I wanted to. I'd have to just slip things in here and there.
Where my significant other is brand new in my life. He's been put there by someone strategically for the purpose of gathering information, which I did not know. And that was a two-way street. I'm promised that if I comply by both law enforcement and detectives, as well as this significant other, that I will be okay, my kids will be okay, I'll have a beautiful mansion once he gets out of prison. Me and my children are never going to have to hurt for anything ever again. But just comply. I do every fucking thing this person asks of me and then some. 90% of the things completely out of my normal character make me incredibly uncomfortable, to say the least. I still do them.
She should have kept her glasses on. Her eyes get really squinty. They're like... I don't know how she can see with her eyes like that.
I'm compliant to all of their demands, and I do everything that they ask of me. And then when my businesses start taking off and I start making actual money, all the lights are on. How is she doing that? What is she doing?
I look like my job is an all-male podcast where I talk about bears and shit. I don't know anything about bears. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but that's alright. You could... about bears and shit. Should I start that? It has to be with other guys? I don't talk with a lot of guys.
Doing, who's involved.
Origami. Shout out Origami. Why is my nose so itchy? Fucking Night at the Roxbury in my nose. Human growth hormone. It's tickling me.
And all of my network is gone. Scared. Probably being faced with their own demons. The campaign I discussed with you guys called The Gift of Fear. That is what they're doing to these people. They are... So, let me put it this way. So it's me in my family, in my household, it was me and my children. So if someone needed information on what I was doing each day, who would be the most reliable person to ask? There is no one. Me, my kids, right? Maybe if one of the things on my to-do list that day was go to the store, you might ask whoever was working at the store that day, did you see this person, right? Depending on what you're looking for. But
What is she getting at?
then the next person would be the person you know who that I did the show with, who was in prison the entire time, calling me 4 to 6 hours a day.
Yeah, okay. I'm remembering now because we did technically already see this because people were listening to their prison calls and apparently they did nothing to help Heather Gillespie. She was being trafficked by Dylan from jail somehow, and they did nothing. They did nothing. Why can't Xavier just poke his head out? It's fucking. It's not. This shot's so bad.
Who is going to have a better memory of what I was doing and when and where? Who was kidnapping me and holding me against my will? Who was having sex with me when I would say no? Who was sexually assaulting me or harming me in this way or that way? All of these things that, you know, the system is claiming they don't have proof of are very easy to prove. All of them.
This case is about your son. It's not about Dylan. It's not about any of this. But maybe she's not even talking about the case. Maybe this is just one of the 12 parts of Christmas. Of Heather Gillespie Christmas. Is the next when is the next Friday? When is Christmas? Is it Thursday? Is it Saturday? Like, is there going to be another Friday before Christmas, or is this the last real Friday before Christmas? I think it is. Like, if tomorrow's the 20th, and then there's 5 days of Christmas, then it won't be Friday again. This might be the last real Friday till Christmas.
But yet, I'm still sitting
Thursday.
in the space where human beings who are not me are handling my
We might have to check in on Heather here on Christmas Day.
infant child. My 12-year-old daughter and I have only spoken 2 or 3 times since her birthday. This is not typical for me. My 19-year-old is angry and not speaking to me, again, for an invented reason. And the same with my son. And it's like...
Why are her eyes closed? And why is one of her eyes, like, way more... The slits aren't parallel with each other. One is like this and one is like this. You know what I mean? It's, like, weird.
They have a line of writers who are looking for some sort of way to benefit from the tragedy that I have survived. And they just keep on rotating them out.
Really tech boxing you guys? I think Dice was having problems too. Fucking big tech boxing me.
Over and over and over and over and over again. And meanwhile, nothing has been resolved. I have not been paid a fucking penny of
There's me. Eyes are shut. Because they were.
Restitution. How much is it worth to get thrown out of your home unlawfully, detained for 7 days, sexually assaulted twice, and left to die on the side of the road? How much is it worth in restitution to be impregnated while on birth control and then some radical group be permitted the use of your actual real life circumstances to argue their anti-abortion campaign? Where the fuck am I? How did I get here? And why is the United States of America turned into a fucking think tank for ways that
Eggs McCuffin.
People who have power momentarily can snake their way in to fuck with people who don't momentarily? And that once that moment has passed where one person's entire power structure is MIA, but yours is here, and you've taken that fucking exploitative, egotistic...
Well, I need to smoke a bowl, you guys. I need to. I do, because we're going to be watching, like, that interview and stuff after. And I've technically heard this already. Today! It was today, so I'm just going to take this opportunity. I think I can... Can I do this? So then when I get back and I'm coughing my brains out, you guys won't see me dying. But there's a nice cat to look at. I'll put my camera back once I'm not dying. But I'll be RP to the extreme.
Physical step to harm someone because you could, and then now their power system is back and their team is back and their line is coming back through stronger than ever, and there's war everywhere because that little egotistical moment when you couldn't get the fuck out of the way and do what was supposed to be done, what every other team has had no trouble accomplishing. We're going into 8 weeks where I've been below budget every single day, working every single day. We're going into almost 2 years where random strangers have been permitted the option to harass, handle, involve, etc. and so forth themselves in my situation in any and every way other than to give me money for a better legal representation, and a larger audience. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is I filed an emergency motion to vacate in April of 2024, and it still has never been heard. But we're 4 steps past that in court. So having someone who would be able to stand up and, if we're not getting anywhere with the court system, turn to a higher or louder conduit for communicating and circulating communication, that would be what I need. That would be the type of support for which I'm searching. Weston and every fucked up thing that's going on with my infant son, Weston, that's all in addition to what was already going on that's illegal and ignorant and bogus and, you name it. I won primary custody of my children who lived with me full time. In court, 2 different judges awarded me the primary custodial parent. How in the fuck are we here 5-6 years later, and after being raped, robbed, sexually assaulted in other ways, financially destroyed, having all of my belongings, clothing, car stolen, sold at auction with or without my permission, etc. and so forth, how in the fuck are we still right here not making the goddamn budget? And we're not talking about a lavish fucking budget. $159.72 a day minimum for 6 to 12 hours of work every single day. And for the first 7 months, it was no issue. And now all of a sudden, 3 months, it's like been awful, impossible. And then they're canceling visits and just generally, not doing what's supposed to be done. Here's a list.
Who is this higher power she wants? She's like, the courts, I need a power higher than the courts to help me here. Who would that be? Baby Jesus? She wants baby Jesus to come and help. Do you think Heather would join a cult?
Of things Heather's supposed to do, they're done. Now what? Oh, never mind. If we say you finished the list, well, you didn't do number 3. Yes, I did. You have the results in your hand. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. You have the results in your hand. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. You have the results in your hand. And here's the clinician who did number 3 as the supervisor. Here they are. Here's the person. Do you want to ask them directly?
And they're like, I don't know what. Either Heather thinks she can play the program and she didn't do it properly, or she got some person that's not accredited to speak on her behalf to say that she did. That's my theories.
No, you didn't. Okay. Here's the person who handled the class, the certificate of completion, the email chain from the person saying I completed it, and 6 fucking people who were in the class with me. Can you mark it off on the completed list? You didn't finish. What the fuck?
That's crazy, right?
I should not be going to a DCFS office to visit with my child. My child should live with me on a full-time, period. There's nothing wrong with me, and I'm a great mother. And that's it. There's nothing else to say about it at all whatsoever.
Do you think? Oh, Jack, thank you for getting 10 memberships. Welcome, good little angels. Why won't it let me highlight it? There we go.
I don't know what's going on in the background. I don't know what kind of nasty, grotesque fucking shit is going on around that I'm unaware of. I don't want to know. I just want it to stop. Everything that's...
I think, like, the cult could use her kids to, like, get her to do whatever. Be like, don't worry, Heather. It'll all make sense. And her brain is, like, loopy enough that if they use that against her, I think she could fall for something. I could also see her starting a cult, but I don't think she would ever reach a level of influence where anyone would actually join it, thank God.
It's been curated so far is just trash as
Xavier. Maybe some of their homeless guys might join the cult. Like Daisy has her hive of homeless guys or whatever.
fuck. I'd like everyone who's been curating and engineering to sit down and make a list of how many positive things you've done for my family and I, and how many really fucking nasty ones you've done. Because there is no balance at all whatsoever. Everything that I reported on YouTube as having had taken place when I lived at Montclair, they've done it all and then some, even worse. They have, and this is not funny to me. This is not for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, it's like a beehive, but a he-hive.
I've not given anyone permission. This isn't a joke. This is...
If you're a guy, you could have a she-hive.
Is it an opportunity to film content? This is my life, my apartment, my son.
She's the one who's filming content about it.
My other children. I have 4 children.
Everyone else is taking this seriously, right? Like, everyone's concerned about Weston, her kid. Except Heather and Xavier, who Xavier's just doing fentanyl and nodding out all the time. And Heather just wants to use it as a way to grift for money because I guess she's done driving for Uber, guys. Alright, she used to make money somehow in 4 hours. She can't do it anymore. Sponsors, where the fuck you at? She's not paying her rent. She's not paying the tickets. Apparently, she's not paying her car payments. We gotta figure that out. We gotta see if that's true. I gotta hit up Your Highness and see where they heard that from or how we can verify that. But that's crazy if she hasn't been paying her car payments. Because you need your car to work. And also, if you get evicted, where the fuck are you gonna live? You wanna... It is winter. I was gonna be like, it's gonna be winter. It is winter. That's fucking winter. She lives in Chicago. Well, my button.
You know, wherever you know me from,
Hey, Stroker.
wherever it is, when you met me that first time, my kids lived with me. When I developed a social media presence, my kids lived with me on a full-time basis, all of them.
Speaking of her payment plan tickets, do you know if she's making her, like, the payments on the car itself?
And now we're in this
Or how we would be able to find that?
space
Like, if the car is up for repossession, is there a way for us to see that, do you think?
where if they want me to look good, then I look good. And I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about the stakeholders, the stockholders, whomever. If they want me to look like shit, I look like shit. If they want people to hear me, they hear me. And if they don't want people to hear me, they don't. And there's a lot of illegal, unethical, disgusting fucking perversions going on here. And I don't want to live here.
You live Chicago. What are you talking about? You say you'll never leave Chicago.
I do not want to live in this space. And I'm not talking about Chicago.
Oh. Okay.
Chicago's great. I'm talking about on the frequency where you have to either be a creep, a poor creep, an ignorant poor creep, a smelly poor creep.
Oh, damn. They'll probably push it. Well, I mean, I don't want her to be homeless, right? But she has to pay her fucking rent. It's weird that it needs to come to this. Like, the fact that she's not paying her rent. She's even admitted that. But also, like, the people who aren't supposed to be there. She refuses to have Xavier on the lease. But then also, it sounds like Xavier is the one who's going in and out of the house when she's not there. Just put him on the fucking lease and then he can do that and you won't get in trouble. You guys stop shitting on the fucking toilet. I don't know. They don't want her there, obviously. They don't even want the rent. They just want her out. They just want to repossess the unit. They're like, fuck the back owed rent. We just need the unit back. And that's something.
Or just an overall pervert to exist. I don't want to be in that space.
I think Streamlabs is just like OBS. It's just like It is OBS. Streamlabs is just OBS. I use Stream Elements. That's where Ashley's from. There's a bunch of different AI voices to choose from, but we use Ashley. She's a cool Australian robot, the ghost of Frank Sinatra, as you will. But I don't know. I don't know what the point would be to make like one of these goofballs voices into AI, other than I want to put Brooke's in so Brooke can read her reviews. But Brooke actually read a lot of her own reviews, so I could splice those in, and then the ones that we don't have like the AI to read it. Maybe, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like Streamlabs. I don't know why. Do you know what? Can you see in my brain? Do you know why I don't like Streamlabs?
When my home was
It reminds me of StreamYard, and I'm so over StreamYard.
broken into when I lived at Montclair and food
They're just completely different. I actually recommend StreamYard after I say how fucking stupid it is. If you stream less than 20 hours a month, it's because I'm an idiot and I stream like way too much. But if you stream less than 20 hours a month, the free version of StreamYard is fine. It'll basically take away all the annoying shit that pisses me off about OBS. It gets rid of that. You just stream through the browser. It has like, if you have a really bad internet connection, it like makes up for it somehow. I can't explain it. I don't know the secret sauce. It was worth the $25 a month. They've upped up to $50. Fuck that. If you want to pay $50 a month and not mess with OBS, I would recommend it. It's not a bad thing. It works for what it's supposed to do. But other than that, I will not pay $50 a month to stream when I could just use OBS. And we have like, OBS is way more customizable. If you have the patience, I'd say just use OBS. It's free. Fuck Streamlabs. I was gonna say fuck Stream Elements, but Stream Elements actually helps me out a lot with like the overlays. I don't need to get into it. You guys probably don't care about this. Let's keep watching another.
food was stolen out of my fridge. I filed a police report. No restitution was paid. I never got a court date. No one ever helped me with that. When I was beat up by a police officer at 14
Like Snorlax? Yeah, the eyes.
weeks pregnant, it was caught on camera. I tried to call a lawyer. No one would pick up the case. No one would help me with that. All of this is the last
You pay $91 for what? StreamYard a month?
5 years. Prior to this, I have nothing to report. They decided 5 years ago to make me their victim, and they've been fucking with me ever since. 10 years ago, if we're thinking David Shepard times. And who's David Shepard? Oh, well, grateful for you to ask. David Shepard is turning point. David Shepard is when my life went from full-time employed, AM shift, medical, healthcare field, hundreds of thousands of people who could vouch for me on any given day, etc. and so forth, to the dramatic change of, hey, I'm Detective David Shepard. I'm gonna pull you over in an intimidating caravan of SUVs and fucking sedans that are all tinted out.
Are you guys fighting? You guys can't fight. You guys are good guys. You guys are both OGs.
And a three-piece suit, pull
What the fuck is... I don't even know what that says.
you out of the car where you're driving with your mother-in-law, take you to an unmarked black hole site and interrogate you for 12 to 15 hours before dropping you off your house and threatening to steal your children from you if you don't comply. Comply with what? Oh, I'm so grateful that you asked. Yes, detectives, law enforcement agents made me, and by made I mean...
Did it work? I don't know. I think I have it set up so anyone can redirect to my streams, but I don't have another channel to test it out on. I think I did it on the Steve Soroka channel one time.
Gave me an ultimatum of comply with what we're saying, or we're putting your children into the DCFS system. That left me with zero choice. If the option to do X or Z, and Z is anything bad happening to my kids, obviously, like most people, I'd say 98% or more, they're gonna do the thing. So now they've taken this as a working model for how to basically commit acts of domestic and international terrorism, and they're scaling it. And I keep on fucking explaining what's going on, waiting for the adults in the group to be like, oh, hey, Heather, we've got it under control, no worries. But instead, the adult in the group keeps saying, oh, you know what's funny? It's funny when we make Heather believe that her life is in danger. I love doing that.
Heather's life isn't in danger. And no, I don't condone that either, by the way. I don't think that's funny. I don't think it's a fun thing for anybody to do, is to make another person feel like their life's in danger. I don't know why Heather feels this way. She shouldn't. I don't think anyone's out to get her or anything. It's just like she makes bad choices.
Let's get a whole fucking team of people together and let's just cause this woman to be terrified all the time, right? We'll threaten to throw her outside, to be raped, to evict her. Sometimes we'll actually take action and do those things.
You gotta follow the rules. The eviction, you gotta follow the rules, man.
No. Her actions and behaviors have absolutely nothing to do with the outcome. We just choose who to fuck with randomly.
Pay rent, follow the rules. Don't be screaming. I wonder how many times she's been screaming at Xavier.
Meanwhile, I'm from Elmhurst, where the median income or the median property value is probably close to $1 million.
Oh, that's one thing. So the Stream Elements tip thing didn't work for some reason, but the Stream Labs tip thing would probably work. I might use Streamlabs for that, actually. But other than that, I don't know. I just had a bad experience with Streamlabs when I tried it out the last time.
$75 or
Their StreamYard and Streamlabs are two different things. I don't know why. They should probably have named one of them differently. I don't know. I get confused.
probably, I would say between 500,000 and $1 million. Okay, would be the median. There are houses that are several millions, and then there are houses that are probably 200,000, 300,000, right? And so when I look around me at the expectation for what life is supposed to be when you're successful, I see a safe, beautiful home. I see parks, schools, children, social circles with your neighbors, clubs, fitness classes, dance classes, music lessons, right? Communities working together as, for the most part, self-sustaining ecosystems with little deviations to that. If you live in a community and you don't have any business there, then why would you live there, right? For the most part. They're pushing for this nomadic culture in my age group. They're pushing for this culture where the people who have already fucked up their lives, identity theft, been victims of identity theft, I
wonder if Heather's been doing some identity theft.
Guilty of committing identity theft or been victims of domestic violence. Do you know how many people I've met who have been functioning in life with a stolen identity for years and they don't feel like they're doing anything wrong because they've been disappeared? Many.
Bringing out the wrong people that I don't know anybody's walking around with a fake ID.
Many. Close to 10. And it's not a joke.
All the fake Xaviers. All the fake Xaviers.
These people were great targets because they needed help. So if someone was after them, stalking them, coming after them, and every time they got a job or run their social security number through any sort of customs or background checking or
this might make a lot of sense. She probably can't drive people anymore due to complaints and or accidents. Yeah, because she was driving into shit. DoorDash and Uber Eats and don't care because she's a general contractor. Yeah, she's just moving food around, right? Like that's not it's not putting another person's life at risk.
Or anything like that. Boom. Depending on who your enemy is or your nemesis is, they have information to those results before you do. That's real. So they meet someone who says, listen, I've got an identity you can use to work. No one's going to be able to find you with this identity. It's safe. If your ex goes looking for you, your name will be nowhere. And you think, well, that's great. now I can finally move forward. And then these people are getting washed into these criminal pools of people who they assume are involved in criminal activities under a fake name or an alias, when in actuality there are many fucking reasons why a person would need to use an alias. Hello?
She lives in the great state of Chicago. Chicago, Chicago. I say that sometimes. And I say to the beat of Wisconsin.
Speaking from experience. And 99.1000% of mine were not so that I could easily get away with committing crimes. I never used an alias so that I could get away with a crime. Any fucking time I was using an alias, it was so that I could get away with life, so that I could go to the gym without being stalked, so that I could live in peace. Do you understand that some phony version of Xavier came to my apartment?
Oh yeah, Chicago is not a state. Illinois is a state.
Pretending to be Xavier, doppelganger, if you will. And my landlord basically told me that because of the people coming in and out of my unit, I was in violation of my lease agreement. My landlord's fully aware that Xavier, because of his mental health concerns following the period of housing instability that we were unjustly, unlawfully, unethically forced to deal with, that I'm not comfortable having him on my lease. He has no income, no way to support me, and is not of good mental health. Why would I add him to my lease? She agreed. As long as he wasn't in the building by himself or doing anything wrong, receiving mail there, that it was no problem. But they're using that against me now. Anything that they can. Do you know that just like when I was at Montclair and they kept changing the management company's name, every few weeks they changed the name of the management company, and someone new would be there to collect the rent, and it would be some drama, from all angles. They're doing the same thing now. So it used to be CH Ventures, now it's BCH. And 3 weeks ago it was something else. So
I wonder if it's actually changing or if she just thinks it's changing.
Repeatedly, I find myself in this set of circumstances where if you ask any other adult what the fuck is going on, they see things the exact same way that I see them.
I don't think so. Maybe they say that to appease you, but any truthful person would be like, what? What?
So how long are we gonna keep on allowing people to get away with calling me crazy and the problem and harm me and the people I love so that they can quote unquote get through?
And they let all 400 people off of felony probation. We were all in violation of probation and they didn't have any room in the prisons. And the judge said, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Rocky Ramirez 831 super chatted $9.99. Merry Christmas chat. F Haifa.
F Haifa. You Haifa? You Haifa? Thank you. Thank you, Rocky. Thank you for the time. Appreciate you. Merry Christmas.
How many years are you going to allow people to think that me and my people that I love are the bad guys in the situation so that the real bad guys can squeeze their way by?
Real. I'm trying to shake my drink this bad.
It's disgusting. Xavier snoring in the back seat all day, every day while I drive and earn all of the money to pay our bills. If I leave Xavier somewhere, then he just starts wandering around and doesn't know or have memory of why he ended up at Belmont to Clark with open-toed shoes on in the middle of winter, snow on the ground.
That's pretty concerning.
But with or without birth control, Xavier and I had a baby together, so if the country won't step up and get him the help that he needs, and they claim that I'm so sick that I need all of this help, but they won't step up and get me the help that I need, then what the fuck are we supposed to do? I go to work 7 days a week, probably more than anyone that you know. And I'm a better mother probably than anyone that you know. Period. 99.9% accuracy in statement.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's weird that they're like, he can basically live there, but he's not living there. Like, his name's on the lease, but he's okay to sit. I don't know. I don't know why they would get upset if he was going in and out or not. That just seems silly to me. Thank you, Eva. Thank you for the PayPal. I hope you have the happiest of holidays. Thanks so much for your insightful commentaries and streams. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you.
This was supposed to be something positive to impact the world in a way that
and post a screenshot of the proof that she wasn't on birth control. She just stopped pissing off at the lies about BC. Oh, about birth control. Didn't see in the tent saga, she had a shot of her birth control in her purse. I was like, I don't know why she would have that unless she wasn't taking it before, right? Like, why would you just have it? It wouldn't make sense. You wouldn't pick it up. You wouldn't pick more of it up if you're pregnant. So that was strange to me. But local Coco's got screenshots.
allowed for better quality of life and the elimination of negative.
Why wouldn't you? Why is my computer being evil? The internet's going, hold me now. Did they say, like, you couldn't post them? Whoever gave you the screenshots? Or, I don't know. Be a good little angel. That's what was my advice.
Emotion.
I trust it. Like, local Coco's a reliable resource. So, if you would get in trouble for posting them, don't post them.
And feelings, including but not limited to distrust, fear, betrayal, etc. So it was supposed to be nothing but happiness, excitement that leads to fun, relief, you know, things of that nature, love.
Xavier probably has traffic in and out of the apartment with him when she's not there. The dog walkers, a bunch of dog walkers coming in that.
And they basically just took my life again and fucked it over for the 5 millionth time for absolutely no reason, unjustified, at my expense.
See, I can see people say that Heather is doing tricks and stuff, and she's still on that website, that escort website, and people are leaving reviews, like recent reviews and stuff. So I wonder if when she's doing that, she can't take Xavier with her for that, obviously, right? That's when Xavier is going with the dog walkers and shitting all over the place and doing drugs in the apartment and being loud, listening to Alanis Morissette or whatever the fuck Xavier listens to.
Because, I mean, depending on who you ask, simply being a rational adult who's had to fucking work for everything she's had her entire life isn't enough reason to be able to ascertain your rights, right? This all seems very, very legitimate if the world that we're living in is no longer and the government has been taken over and no longer exists.
Is that like a, I don't know, a sex industry term? Walk the dog? I walk the dog? To me, that's a yo-yo term. You walk the dog? I could walk the dog. When I played yo-yo, I don't know if that's how you say it. When I used to yo-yo, you just go, and it goes into sleeper mode. I think that's what you call it. And then it goes on the ground and you're walking the dog. Yo-yos. You guys remember yo-yos?
Exist anymore? Is that what's going on here? I just cannot believe that where I was 6 years ago in this case is exactly where I am. If I ignore everything that goes on and keep moving forward with my life, they are the most resistant they have ever been to the harassment and to the engineering and curating of situations and circumstances to make me start doing this again, vlogging, for my own, like, sanity, peace of mind, and well-being. And I'd also like to remind everyone that I have video of an SUV. I was told verbatim that I was going to be put on Team Go Crazy and that Xavier and I were going to be intentionally caused to go crazy.
Who told her this? Who told her this? I'm trying to remember the name of the yo-yos when I was growing up. They like, I don't know. There was a year they were trying to sell yo-yos for some reason. It was, looking back on it as an adult, that was super fucking weird. But they made these yo-yos. They were super fucking fancy looking. You could like see through them. They're like orange and see-through. I'm sure there are other colors too. Mine was orange. And it had like springs and stuff on the inside that, looking back on it, probably didn't do shit. Do you guys remember those at all? Any kids who were growing up in the 90s? I'm trying to remember the name of those ones. Was it Spin Master? I think that's like a board game thing. Light up yo-yos? Some of them lit up. Light up yo-yos are pretty crazy. Team Heather go crazy. Yomega? Was it Yomega? I'll have to look it up. Let's see.
And if you look back 6 years ago when I was being followed, stalked by that Cadillac CTS, 6 years of this. Can you even imagine living your life this way for 6 years? Getting a job and having someone fucking show up at your job 2 days after you got the job and start harassing you, printing your photo on a bunch of QR codes and sticking.
It might be Omega. These look super familiar. Is there a butterfly one?
Them all around the neighborhood.
That's how it ends. Fucking Heather. Alright, this one, we're gonna do like this. So this on Loco Coco's channel. Oh, you guys can't really see that. It's on Loco Coco's channel. I should sub to them. They're actually the pinned thing. But we're gonna do it like this so we can zoom in a bit. They are. So this is Toxic Diamond, and she called Heather on the phone, but Heather didn't know they were live. Heather just thought that they were having like a phone conversation. And she says some pretty crazy shit. This is the thing that we were talking about. I think that was last stream, last Friday. I said if there was time that we could watch it, and there wasn't time because I went for like 3 hours. Today, we're under 2 hours, so we'll watch this. I think Loco Coco sped it up so we don't have to listen to, I don't know how long it is on normal speed, but I tried putting it down to normal speed. I was like, I won't be able to listen to it like this, so keep it on this speed. And then I wanted to show you guys the eviction, and I'm saving the reading to last. Reading her crazy fucking article where she's like, when I said X in the article, I was talking about Dylan, alright, not Xavier.
I'm gonna have to pass. I feel like there's something malicious going on, and I don't want to be a part of it.
Malicious how?
I don't know. To be honest, I feel like I've been being followed around, and malicious things have been going on this entire past year. And like I told you before, it only happens when I continue to speak on this shit.
Right, but Dylan is locked up, and they're saying that he's not going to be out until March or something.
Dylan is locked up, but Dylan has an entire group of well-trained individuals who he literally started training while he was still in prison to carry out whatever weird shit he's got going on.
It's like a fucking army. Dylan trained an army from inside prison, guys.
So whether Dylan is in or out, he's going to be a problem. And I don't think that people understand that yet. I mean, I actually think they do kind of understand that. And I don't know why it took them this long to act. Like, things are fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. You know what we talked about earlier. That's why I'm like, I just want to clear things up because
and I just want to live. And I know it's not your fault, and I'm not trying to sound like a bitch, but I have been without food, without shelter, without clothes because this man.
I'm trying to sound like a bitch. It must have been Yomega. I'm still on the fucking yo-yo thing. I thought it would ring more of a bell. I can't find the one that I had either. Which is sad.
He took everything from me in the face of the police. They watched him do it and did nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So you have to understand, like, as much as I want to help, as much as I want to, help, I have nowhere to go. Like, I have no food. And again, I find a little bit of stability, and then I do another interview, even just in talking to one of my girlfriends. As soon as I say the wrong thing, I'll leave her house, bad things start happening. It's not paranoia. It's 100% connected. I have so many hours of video and photos of random people who start shit with me for no reason. None of it makes sense. And right. I don't mean to sound like a bitch, but I'm running around here trying to get myself ready for this interview, anxious as fuck, trying not to start crying again, because I can't handle anymore. I cannot handle anymore. I'm falling apart every single day.
I'm sorry.
It's been a year living in the streets, and And, usually when someone comes forward about sexual abuse or, being robbed or being held against their will, typically there's like support or aid or resources for that person. All I gotten was thrown into the street, So I haven't even had a chance to heal myself from all this other shit. And I'm trying, like I got ready. I'm very anxious right now and I'm having a really hard time and I don't think it's the best time for me to get on it.
Okay.
I guess so. To be fair to her, she's like, I don't think I can get on. But she's already on. I found it. I found my yo-yo. It was a Yomega. Check this out. Look at that. That's the yo-yo I had. Look at that thing. Look, they really decked that fucking shit out. I don't think any of that shit in the yo-yo does anything. But it looked cool. And it was see-through. And you were like, whoa. We're playing yo-yos. Turbo Tropics. What's Turbo Tropics? Is that some kind of new cool thing?
That's okay. If you feel like you want to reschedule, we can reschedule. But
we can reschedule. We could do it. Maybe I just don't know what the right answer is, and I don't even have any like one that I could ask for guidance. Everyone that I ask just doesn't understand.
It's your time. Like you're talking about before. Get ready for the other interview, or get ready for I don't know, probably some fucking campaign or some shit Heather's doing. I thought she was talking about getting ready for this interview specifically.
I hear you, Heather. I wanted to talk about you and what happened with you after this show. It had nothing. I wasn't really going to ask you about Dylan, even though he's tied in there. That would have been
super fancy
information that you would be letting us know on your own behalf. But I just want you to know, like, I'm not here to.
Have I ever told you guys? It just reminds me of Yokondo Hideout. Did I tell you guys about Yokondo Hideout? When I was a kid, I made a store on, I think it was GeoCities. It was called Yokondo Hideout because I thought that just name sounded cool. And I sold white plain t-shirts, used white plain t-shirts for hundreds of dollars because I was like, somebody will think this is like a really good t-shirt or something and buy it and then I'll be rich. Because I was like, I don't know. How old would I have been? 9 or something? In my little brain, I was like, yeah, I'll be rich with hundreds of dollars. Anyways, Yokondo Hideout. That's what Yomega reminds me of.
I'm not here to facilitate anything evil between you and anything else.
So confused about what this interview is. It's a post-show interview from Love After. No. This is just a YouTuber. She's just a YouTuber. Heather Gillespie was just on Love After Lockup, so I guess like it's a post-show interview, but it's not like Toxic Diamond doesn't have anything to do with Love After Lockup. Yeah, Yahoo GeoCities.
I want both of you guys to be okay.
Right now is his right-hand man to all of the crimes that he does, and everyone's aware of it. But somehow I'm the one who's homeless, the one who asked him for nothing, did nothing. Literally, I did nothing. I did nothing.
Right.
I emotionally reacted, and now I'm gonna sit here and watch all these channels praise this woman and tell her how beautiful she is. And this woman.
You're talking about Sherelle's world?
She took all of my purses. She took all of my clothes.
Oh, the girlfriend.
She's taking selfies with my fucking furniture in the background.
The new girlfriend.
She's not even new. They were together before. They were together when he got his first case. It's almost as if whatever kind.
It's almost as if they never broke up.
Setup they're running, whatever kind of sting setup operation they're running, where they coerce people and manipulate people and threaten people into making bad decisions and then use that information against them for their own personal gain. It's almost as if they're repeating that thing again. Literally, he was with Marissa when he got locked up. He was staying in a hotel room that he was not paying for with her and that girl Tiny, who he also has brought on his live broadcast. And they left, Tiny and him left and got locked up together from Marissa. And that girl, Danielle. And these are the, I forgot your name. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
Just Diamond. Diamond is fine.
Diamond. These are the people who robbed my home 5 years ago. These are the people who he said
You had a green yo-yo with sparkles?
he was keeping me safe from and protecting me from. And then ironically, he gets out of prison and goes right back to being friends with these people. And I know all the fucked up shit that they've done, not just to me, but to the masses.
Gonna pull up my fake business? Yokondo Hideout? I wasn't fake. The t-shirts were real. No one ever bought them. Because that'd be crazy if anyone bought t-shirt. Can I find it? I've never tried to find it. I doubt that it's still up. I think, are any of the GeoCities up still? I thought it like shut down. I just figured it was lost at time.
To the masses. Marissa is disgusting. She is a disgusting individual. One of my friends, and the problem is, Diamond, I have a lot of friends. I don't judge people. I have friends who are millionaire businessmen. I have friends who are poor homeless people. And some of my friends have criminal records. And so they go out and they victimize these people who have criminal records, and they rob them, and they beat them, and they tie them up, and they steal all their shit. And then as soon as that person calls out for help and says, oh my God, this just happened to me, they get no assistance from the judicial system because they're an offender. The police don't take them seriously because they're an offender. I agree with that. And then he's got his whole little fucking group of cronies who are just going out, finding people who have done crimes in the past, who will not be taken seriously, and robbing and victimizing them. One after the other. So, and I'm getting phone calls, DMs, emails, Facebook, everyone hitting me up like, your husband's back in prison. Your husband kidnapped my friend. Your husband robbed me for this. That's not my husband.
That sounds pretty crazy. That somebody, even if he's not your husband, that's who you're in love with.
Heather. My husband, you know what I'm saying?
Why is Heather? What were the charges that Dylan just went to jail on?
Kidnapping. But I don't know at this specific time. But he's been to jail for kidnapping.
Was it about you at all?
No. And do you know how many headlines say Heather puts Dylan in prison?
Right.
And Dylan locked up.
Yeah.
This is the way that he spun it. He wanted it to be this way. And my life, like I know it's all fun and games on the internet. And like all of.
There's a headline that says Heather put Dylan in prison. What'd she do? No, I think she did. What did she do?
Get a good story, and this is no disrespect. I'm just saying, over here, this is real for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm living this shit.
I could see Heather snitching on Dylan.
I can't even go drive DoorDash half the time without feeling like someone's gonna pop up on me, steal from me, hurt me, try to grab me. I spend as little time with my kids as possible because I'm afraid that I make them, a target.
Hear that? I spend as little time with my kids as possible. I spend all the time with my kids in the world.
Me, try to grab me. I spend as little time with my kids as possible because I'm afraid that I make them, a target. And it's painful. And this is really what I'm living and what I've been living for the last year. And
I'm so sorry.
Please did not help. It's not, you didn't do anything. It's okay. I get real anxious. I've only been able to successfully do one interview because I keep getting ready and trying, but it's like, it would be worth it if I put all this shit on the line, my safety and all this stuff to say this on camera and to say this in an interview and knew that I was safe.
Right.
But no
I understand. So you don't know what position you're in because Dylan is locked up. He could be just mad at you just for any old thing at this point.
Of course he's mad at me. Dylan has been actively trying to harm me since the day that I told him I didn't want to be with him anymore. And
so you left him in January, Heather, because he said he kicked you. I thought he kicked you out.
No, I tried leaving Dylan in September, and there's body cam footage of all this because the police were called multiple times. One day while we were working together, I got so scared after he beat me. I went upstairs, I called his friend Mike, and I told him, Mike said, I'm out on a date. I'm like, I don't mean to interrupt your date. I really don't, but I'm afraid Dylan is going to kill me, and I need to speak with you right now.
No, this is super old. This is, what year is this from? Does local Coco know? Does it say down here? Everything's zoomed in. Uh-oh. We'll find out. We'll find out after.
I left the house. I went to go meet Mike. Literally interrupted his date. Police pulled me over for having one
I want to say 2019. It might be 2020.
life and take me in. And I'm crying, telling them all I'm.
It's just that a lot of stuff she says in this contradicts what she's saying in her 12 days of Heather that she's doing now. So that's why I think it's relevant. I think that's why people wanted to listen to it the last stream as well.
Body cam. I just found out my ex is gay, cheating on me with men and women, among multiple other things, including a bunch of criminal activity. The police called him anyways to come pick me up. Okay.
Yeah, this is way before she met Xavier.
Okay? So that was the first interaction. There were three more after that. Three more times after that where they came out and did nothing. And I'm not blaming the police here, but I do feel like they know a little bit more than they're letting on. He's obviously providing them some value for them to just close their eyes and ignore that. So they're not. So that was the first time. I was trying to leave him from the very beginning.
It was 2021. If it was 2021, did she know Xavier already?
But he just kept putting me in positions where I had no choice what to say. And what I mean by that is holding all of my money from me, disabling my car, doing a smear campaign. From the moment he came out of prison, even before that, he started telling every one of the people that I knew that I was crazy, that I was a trick, that I was a liar. So where I had all these friends and all these people around me who I've put roofs over their head, put food in their stomach, done so much for them for years and years and years.
Yeah, thanks for just a baby cyborg when this is filmed.
Now all of a sudden when I need them, I turn around and there's no one behind me because he's already done this smear campaign. He later went on to screw each and every one of those people over individually, every single one of them, and they come back like, damn, what the fuck? Well, yeah, what the fuck? I tried to tell you, but they're scared because now they think I'm the police. He's the fucking police.
Because you snitch and you, don't get any prison time for the crazy crimes. So you must be telling the cops something. Snitches get stitches. Maybe that's why she's so paranoid.
When's the fucking police? Loki, I'm just sitting here like, I don't even know shit. I just want a fucking safe place to live with my kids. I never, if I'm a fucking police, there's only 3 reasons I would ever want to be a police: the handcuffs, the gun, or the paycheck. I don't have a single one of those 3, so I'm damn sure not the police. You know? And I'm tired of this. That's dangerous. Like, people don't fuck around with shit like that.
No, that's very dangerous. Yeah.
You don't know the tremendous amount of strength it's taken for me to fucking keep going. Like, I am scared. When they call me a cop, when they call me a fed, I'm scared. You know, I don't want to keep going, but what's the alternate? To curl up in my fucking car and park somewhere
Who's calling her a cop and a vid, though?
and just wait until I die of starvation or freezing?
Right.
I have to keep going. I have to keep going. And it's scary and it's exhausting. And to operate at that level of fucking being terrified for over a year, on top of all the other shit that I fucking went through with him. I tried to leave him in September. I tried to leave him in October.
Just on like 1.25 speed, I believe.
I tried to leave him in November. It's all a game. As soon as he realizes that you're getting strong enough to go, he starts, I love you, I'm going to change, it's going to be different this time. And if that doesn't work, then it just goes to brute force, literally. He kisses ass first, he begs you first, and I'm dumb. You know, you got to understand. Not dumb,
You're naive.
I'm naive.
You believed him.
I believed him. I fucking believed him so much, and I believed him.
This would be, here, I can play it at normal speed, but it's pretty, gonna drag on.
And my kids, and it's more than that. He's looking at my children right after we get into a fight, and he beats me, and he's telling them, "This is gonna be the best Christmas of your lives. You guys have never had a Christmas like this."
While he's beating you up? It's gonna be the best Christmas ever.
So it's not just me he's manipulating. He was using my children as pawns. He was using my situation, and he knew that the only option I had to get away from him was to be homeless. So he knew that I would just keep sitting there hoping and hoping. That was the only reason I even wanted to go get the order of protection, because if I would have gone and gotten it, I still would have had access to my money. He would have been removed from the apartment as a person on parole who's beating someone. He would have been taken in. I would have still been in my apartment with my children, and I would have been able to get my money and go.
Yeah.
But because they gave him that phony-ass order of protection based on complete bullshit, I ended up losing literally everything, and I've been struggling to get it back ever since. And anytime I talk about him, more bad stuff happens. And I know he's in prison, but you have to understand, he doesn't do anything alone. Look at all of his previous interviews. I'm alone 90% of the time, okay? I have friends, but I'm trying to get...
Yeah, it might be a me thing, actually. I'm used to listening to things on 1.25. We used to listen to Burke on 1.25 speed all the time because I would, like, pause her and go on a little rant or whatever, because she doesn't shut the fuck up. And then I would have to play her on 1.25 speed to get her caught up to the actual live if we were sniping her. And then if I'm editing things, I usually edit in like 1.75 speed because I'm like, I don't have time for this, and then I'll just put it down to normal speed after everything's edited. Because I'm a crazy person. So I can keep it at normal speed if you guys want. She is kind of riffing here, so at the higher speed it might be harder to keep up with.
Get my life together. He has a group of people, doesn't matter if it's COVID, doesn't matter if he's got a warrant, it doesn't fucking matter. He is not okay unless he has a group of people around him at all times and everyone is getting fucked up. Because otherwise he's forced to look in the mirror at himself and think, damn.
Ooh, I tried halloumi cheese today. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It was fucking amazing, though.
I am this person that gets fucked up alone. Damn. I am this addict. I am this. And I'm not
so
saying...
Dylan is a full addict, then, is what you're saying.
Dylan has been an addict. Yes, he is. It only took him about a week after he came home before I found him using again. And that was, we had 2 apartments. My apartment and the new apartment. My apartment that I had before he came home had...
It wasn't her apartment. It was like... his parents' apartment or a family member's apartment that they were letting her stay in the basement. Not her fucking apartment.
Flooded, but we cleaned it. My aunt, my sick aunt, my uncle who was dying of lung cancer. Dylan was nowhere to be found. They cleaned it with me. We cleaned it with no money, with no help, and with one person literally on his deathbed of cancer. He died less than a month later, and my aunt had a severe heart attack a month later. So the 3 of us put that apartment back together, and then Dylan wanted to move back in. I let him, again, dumb me, I let him. I kept thinking, it was just always a new excuse in my mind. I'm like, okay, if you went to prison and you did 5 years in prison and you just got out, you'd probably have a hard time adjusting too. You know, I'm always trying to be understanding.
Yeah, I mean, that's normal.
Well, that's what I thought. You know, I thought, okay, he cheated on me. All right, I can forgive that. You know, he made a mistake. He just got out. He hasn't had sex in 5 years. And I'm not a very sexual person.
I don't know, like, my eyes would get smaller. Like, you know, how Heather was like, I think the other stream, the last stream, we went pretty late and I was tired. And you could see by the end that my eyes were like, ugh. But they don't really get red. I mean, are they red? I think right there it's a little bit red, but that just might be my eye being weird. Yeah, I don't know. I've never used Visine. I think my eyes just stopped going red at some point.
Despite how they portrayed me on the show, I could go a long time, you know, without having sex. It's really not something that interests me. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of trauma associated with it at this point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, it's a type of cheese. It's like, okay, this is how it all started, actually. You guys remember Sean James? Sean James and his crazy fucking camping adventure where he's making fucking $8 ration meals, but he was eating baked cheese, and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck baked cheese is, and that I can't get baked cheese in Canada. It's nothing that exists. But halloumi, I think that's how you say it. Cheese is like, you can bake it, and I think I'm pretty sure that's just what baked cheese is halloumi cheese, just marketed as like, I don't know, for Zoomers to buy. Like, it's pre-baked, so you just heat it up. But it's really good. Like, the melting point, I guess normal cheese, if you just threw it on a pan, it would melt, right? This doesn't melt. It'll, like, crisp the outside. And it didn't even melt on the inside, but it gets, like, soft. It's really good. I'm not describing it very well, but I would recommend it. But Sean James made me want to try baked cheese, and this is what I landed on. Tash told me about it, actually.
that was him. And when I took him back into that apartment, we already had leased the other apartment.
It's like that. It's like baked cheese. Like, it's fucking expensive, though. I didn't realize. So it was like $10, and I get it, and it was like this big. It's not a lot for $10. Like, when I cut it up, there's 10 pieces, so it's like a fucking $1 a piece. But it's like a nice treat, I guess.
And we decided we were going to give it to Mike and a couple of his friends who lived far away, because he was trying to build a team for this renewable energy stuff. And he had a lot of friends who lived in Rockford, Aurora, etc., and so forth, who didn't have a place to stay. And the only thing they needed to work for him was to be close to Chicago. So we decided that the best thing to do would be to just charge them weekly to rent one of the rooms in the new place while we stayed in the old place. Well, lo and behold, the apartment floods again. Dylan and I are sleeping in bed together. The kids are in their beds.
This is a lady interviewing Heather Gillespie. I don't know much about her, actually. Toxic Diamond. I think she interviewed Heather twice. And there's another lady that interviewed her as well.
He wakes up, babe, get your stuff, hurry. He runs and grabs the kids. I grab as much stuff as I can, and we leave. Okay? We go over to the new apartment.
No, she interviewed Dylan. She also interviewed Dylan. That's what I'm thinking of. She interviewed. This is the only time she interviewed Heather, right?
We're going to decide, well, we're just going to have to make this work. We're not going to be able to sublease it, and bring these people out to work on the renewable
She got like really dulled up when she interviewed Dylan.
energy team. We're going to have to live
We were like, whoa, who's this person?
here. So I decorated everything. It was empty. There was one thing in that apartment, and you know what it was?
Who's ready for Christmas?
At Kylie Mikey super chatted $3.32.
Thank you for the 5, Kylie. I appreciate you. There was one thing. This is an important part. There's one thing in the apartment. What do you guys think it was? What do you guys think it was?
I decorated everything. It was empty. There was one thing in that apartment, and you know what it was?
What's
a can
that?
of gas.
A can of nitrous oxide. I'm assuming that's what the gas is. The nitrous oxide. Mark's favorite fucking drug of choice.
A big can of gas, huge gas can. These cans probably weigh 1 million pounds, not a million. I can't pick them up. They're like a helium tank. It looks like that. But it has drugs inside. And I had never fucking seen one
Drugs?
ever. I didn't know what was inside. Yes. And I saw it, and he started crying. And he's like, you're mad at me. I know you're mad at me. And then I saw a sports bra. And I said, so there's drugs and a bra and nothing else in this apartment. And you want me to believe that you didn't cheat on me again? I swear to God, Heather, you have to believe me. There was a girl, Joanna, who had already given half of my friends STDs, more than half probably. Right. And he, while I was in LA for work, he gave her a job, promising me he wouldn't. And he goes, I brought her here she met me here to get ready for work, and she changed her clothes and left it. That was it. I said, so there's drugs.
Just doing drugs and getting changed. Just doing drugs and getting changed. No furniture. Just this fucking big fucking can of nitrous oxide. He can't even lift it apparently.
Drugs and a bra from a girl who's a known, doesn't care about spreading STDs to whoever. And you want me to believe now again that you did nothing with her? Oh, so you guys just got the drugs for decoration and her bra is for work? Well, okay.
Right. Well, why is she getting undressed around you, period?
Exactly. So we got into another huge fight, but here's the thing. He waited to show me that until my apartment was flooded. So now all my stuff is in the truck, and the U-Haul truck, and he knows that he can tell me the truth now because I have no other, I'm stuck. I have nowhere to go. He has all my money. My apartment is now destroyed for the second time, and he's already begun moving me and my kids into this new apartment. So he was doing drugs before that, but he just waited to hide it from me until he knew that I was trapped and that was the only thing I could do was to just deal with it.
I think that's bullshit. They were doing drugs together before. She's just trying to make Dylan look bad. Dylan is already a bad guy. But I guess she thinks she'll also get empathy. Oh my god. Heather was with a drug addict and had nowhere to go after her apartment was flooded. That's what she thinks people are going to say in that voice.
So he told me, yeah, I have this gas, I brought her here, blah, blah, blah. And he still to this day, well, I haven't talked to him in a year, but won't
Tinkerbell hippie.
admit doing anything sexual with this girl, even though she...
Toxic went to prison for 2 years after these interviews. Oh god. For child abuse? Well, that's not good.
already admitted. So that was the first time I found out he was doing drugs, and that was less than a month after he got home. The very first weekend that he came home, he got shit-faced. I stayed sober. I took care of him. I literally undressed this man, put him in pajamas, brought him to the bed off the floor, made sure that he ate. I did everything for him. I did everything. I treated him like a king, like a baby. Like I literally did everything for him. And that's when I planned that couple's photo shoot with one of my photographer friends, and he gave us this shoot for free. A whole entire solo shoot for Dylan and like 6 shots of Dylan and I together. And that was the day that he left. That was the day that he just up and left. He packed his shit, had his mom and dad come, and
Trying to get on Love After Lockup? Maybe.
he just left. And P.S., everything that we saw on the show where he's telling his mom he'll never get back together with me and he's not going to be with me, he was with me while he was filming that. We were together. His status on Facebook was married to Heather. Like, he's telling me he loves me. He's promising the kids the world. We were together. So none of it makes sense.
I was disappointed with Wisconsin's cheese. I went to like a cheese shop in Wisconsin and I got some cheese from the cheese shop and I ate the cheese. Obviously, I don't know why I'm describing it like this. And I was like, this is cheese, I guess. It's not the greatest cheese. Like, no-name cheese in Canada tastes better than that. So, like, I don't know. I was very disappointed in Wisconsin's cheese.
And no matter how much I confront him about the abuse, no matter how much I tell him I don't want to have sex with random people, no matter how much I beg him to stop forcing me to do all this shit, I have one of two options. Either I do what he says, or he beats the fuck out of me and makes my life miserable in every way, including withholding food, including keeping my money from me, including all of this stuff. He looked me dead in my eyes and he said to me, I have more resources than you. I'm not the one you want to fuck with. You want me on your side. And I still to this day don't know. And he said, I told them that you were too what's the word he used? Too delicate for this. I told him you were too.
I remember when I told you guys about me leaving all those reviews back in, I think it was 2016 for Walmart about peanut butter and stuff. There's one for cheese going on about how cheese strings are safe to eat. And I can't even remember. Let me see if I can find it. I probably won't be able to find it.
Too delicate for this. Them, he said. I said, who's them? who the fuck is them? So that's what makes me very, very nervous. Even though he's locked up, every single time I tried to confront him or get away or call him out on his action, he always spoke of himself in terms of a group, as if there was a group of support behind him, as if there were many more people helping him with this, and I don't know who, and that's what makes it the most scary. When I tried to tell the police that he was watching me on video surveillance and that he had hacked my phone, that's when they first called me crazy to my face. They don't believe that he does that happens. They don't believe me. So imagine me trying to go there and tell them, oh yeah, now he's got a group of unnamed individuals and I can't identify them.
Right.
I've never
It will
seen
make
them
you
before,
look
but
crazy.
Yes. And discrediting me to make me look crazy. I wouldn't even care, to be honest with you, if it would make them leave me alone, except for one thing. I will be able to get my kids back.
I guess I did. I mean, I don't remember the name of it. I guess if I was a good cheese place, I would have definitely remembered the name, but I just remember being like, what the fuck? And there's a lot of people there. So many people buying so much cheese.
Right.
And I'm not crazy, and I want my babies, and I just want to be free of this.
Heather, I mean, have you tried going down to the, because I know you said he left you homeless, and you said every time you ask somebody for guidance about resources, they don't help. I mean, I can help to guide you to some places in what I did when I was homeless. I've been homeless. And I've also been, I want people to know, like, there are women all over the world that go crazy over men that they're in love with. Okay?
I mean, men do that too. Love is a crazy thing.
Do things they don't want to
Love is a battlefield.
do. I've seen several women bash out men's car windows. None of that stuff was done from what you guys knew. Okay? And so
I've never. Here's the thing about me, Simon. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's okay.
I don't do stuff like I literally don't do stuff like that. Like the worst it ever got, and this was. I'm surprised with myself because I say, I'm like, I will fuck you, my mouth. Like I have a big mouth, and I yell back, but I don't do violent stuff. I just don't. And I've never touched any of his belongings. I've never destroyed anything. And then he has the nerve to say in an interview that I destroyed the apartment and that the landlord won't give the security deposit back. Okay, bitch, I have video of myself on the day the police took me out.
I think so. I think we've seen all the Heather interviews. That was the one where they were really nice to her, right? And she was like, "My community would never bully you, Heather. We love you here." Whoa, we would. I didn't say whoa, we would. I said whoa, we would.
And the apartment was completely
And Borat does.
clean. So you're 100% lying. And I have photos of the last 6 apartments he rented that he and his friends destroyed. Graffiti all over the walls, holes in the walls. He's trying to blame me. I never did anything to that apartment.
I've seen Heather write over so many fucking walls. I could definitely see Heather doing graffiti on the apartment. I wish I had examples to just pull up on hand. If I start looking for them, the stream will lag. But there is a fuck ton of examples. Anytime she's in anywhere where there's walls, she'll write on them. This apartment that she's in right now, actually, I'm surprised that she hasn't written all over the walls. To be 1,000% honest. But fucking everywhere else, it's always been crazy shit too. All these affirmations and shit.
That's my thing. As a matter of fact, my car got keyed like 3 weeks after.
There's like a name for it. It's like a person who has a compulsion to write on walls and shit. I think she has that, to be honest. That's why I'm actually, now that I think about it, I'm really surprised she hasn't started that shit in this place.
After that, he broke into my car. Like, if anyone did anything to anyone, it was 100% him to me.
I'm gonna have to find examples of this. Your Highness knows, though. Your Highness, tell him, like, that I'm not crazy.
Abuse him emotionally? Absolutely. I called him every name in the book. I told him he was gay and a bitch. And I told him that real men don't treat women like this. And that he is a bitch. And to get away from me. And that he's a thief and a fucking crackhead. And I feel bad. I do feel bad because I love people. People do not. If they have an addiction, if they're a good person, I still love them. I don't want to use the word crackhead, like, to hurt him, but that is what he is. He just runs around all day getting fucked up and literally stealing and hurting everyone around him. Everyone. And for him to turn the tables and say, I'm the crackhead, get the fuck out of here, Dylan. The only time I ever did drugs was with you or when I was being dosed. And then after that, he supposedly saved me. And it's all this group of people. It's like, Okay, they start putting Molly in all your drinks and all your food, so now you're high without knowing for 2 weeks. Now
Oh,
you take
wow.
it away. What's gonna happen? But what's gonna happen after they take it away? You
Right.
go into fucking withdrawal, and now you're willing to do whatever to get high. So that's exactly what happened. They did that shit to me, and then put me to work in the industry, working the nightlife. None of this happened by accident.
You
know?
said that he
All of-
trafficked you. I thought, did you tell the producers that Dylan trafficked you?
I told the producers that Dylan was forcing me to have sex with people for money because he was a cuckold, and that no matter what I did or said, I could not escape him, and that I was terrified to say no to him.
And the producers did what?
Nothing. I think she was really cool. She was a really, like, to be honest with you, I probably would have killed myself that night if she was up there. I've never been more.
Oh, Heather, don't let, girl, this is just one chapter of your life. This shit change, like things change all the time. I don't want you talking like that because I know what you're going through.
I was never a sexual person. I lost my virginity to rape when I was 14 years old. He knew that. You know, I told him all my secrets. He's the only person who knew. And for me to tell him these, I was terrified of sex. I had 3 long-term relationships and less than 4 like random sexual partners other than that before I met Dylan. He saw the innocence in me, and the way Dylan works is he wants to bring everyone he deals with down to his level. He won't be friends with you if you're not doing the same things he's doing or doing the drugs he's doing, because he has this complex, no one can be better than him, and it killed me. You know, my friends would look at me and they'd be like, "Why are you doing this? This is tearing you apart. You're miserable. Look at you. Like, I've never seen you like this before." And I would be like, "Dylan wants me to do it. I was brainwashed. Dylan loves me. He's never going to leave me. He said to do it. I have to listen to him. I'm his wife. I have to be a good wife." Like, I would speak so robotically. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
And my friend looked at me in my eye, grabbed me by my shoulder, and he told me, "Heather, mark my words. You're going to hate yourself for doing this. He's going to leave you, and then no one else is going to want you." And I'll never forget that conversation because
I don't know why I can't find any examples. Maybe I can find a video example after. I thought I'd be able to find some pictures of it. But even in the tents, like the tent shoot right on the wall of the tents. Which isn't as crazy. A tent is disposable, but can't remember. Is it Montclair? Was it the Montclair place? The shoes right on the walls there too.
Would have defended Dylan at the drop of a hat. Like, I could not believe it. I told my friend, "You're full of shit. Dylan would never do that to me. He's just so convincing. That's why I can't get mad at you guys for being tricked." And that's exactly what happened.
Have you tried to
Domanic? Yeah, that's probably what it is.
like get any professional help for the stuff that he's done to you?
Yeah, but it's very expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
The show told me that they were going to pay for my therapy, but they never did. And I spent $600 from each of the.
I think you probably voided the contract. I don't think you were on the show for the agreed amount of time. And you like ripped out all the cameras and you quit. Your rage quit. So they probably were like, "We're not upholding our end of the deal then, because you didn't uphold your end." I can see them doing that. Hypergrapheria. I need to find. I thought there would be like I don't know, a compilation of it all somewhere, but I guess I was wrong.
Checks paying for therapy while being homeless, and really I could have used that money for food or something else.
Yeah.
But then they didn't pay me back, and I keep trying not to like blame people and like just look at the situation objectively. Like, I don't think that anyone could have anticipated this, but maybe that's being naive as well. But they don't even call me back. I left a voicemail. I sent a text. I text with one of the producers every once.
Oh wait. Oh, this helped a lot, Your Highness. Here we go. Can I just throw it over here? It doesn't work as good. So good. I was today years old when I learned what hypergrapheria was, a mental condition manifests in writing on walls, etc., and so forth. So, like, here you can see she was writing. Is that a mirror, or is that just above the wall? That'd be crazy. This is above the wall. Oh, I thought there'd be more examples in this thread. That's why I pulled it up. You are the best mom, wife / woman. Smart, strong, dementia. I don't know what that last one is. I love you, Heather. HLG V Law forever. Forever, ever, and ever, ever. Alright, someone sent me something. Maybe this is it.
Once in a while, but it's very like few words here or there.
So now
it was local Coco. Here we go. This is a good example. Let me I'm gonna airdrop this. Dun 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 dun. Get out of here. That's a good example. I am who you are. I am who are you? I am M. Who are you? Oh, send me more examples. I wish I had a better way to just maybe I can just show you guys on this phone. Just do this really old school here. I hate when they switch things around as well. So there's all this crap. Still that. Is that on the wall? That looks like it's on a board. But like she just, it's just this crap. This is crap she writes all over the place. This is the only point. I just want to show you guys a couple examples. I remember seeing like a montage of all of them somewhere. But I don't know where.
the producers won't call you back?
No.
Are you gonna be on like another season, or was that it?
I don't know. I have no idea what their plans are with me, but they have me under this strict contract that says that I can't be a part of any other network. So it basically, what it feels like, Diamond, is like they set me up knowing that I work in entertainment, and that this.
I think so too. Yeah, put holes in the wall to put her paintbrushes in. It's just a good way to hold them.
This was what I was working for, like, for the last 5 years.
Yes.
Again, all Dylan's dreams. And it was just, I was so happy to just make it happen for him. Even if it meant killing it was just awful. It was awful. And so now I can't even apply to do other reality shows or do any other, like, everything that I do has to be about Love After Lockup for 1 year from the air date of the last episode.
Wow.
So I'm trapped. How do I make money? And that's why I'm just driving around in circles, driving DoorDash, because I want to do my own podcast. I want to do my own, TV show. I want to apply to reality shows. Or maybe not even reality shows, but like I have a lot of concepts that I've written up about like going around the world helping people like with different things, or around the United States, like helping people, or like a funny, I just have a lot of ideas to make things lighter and like make the world happier. Like I know everyone is hurting right now, not just me. And I kind of presented them, but there's no follow-up. From what I know, they don't have any intention on pushing anything forward with me. No one has told me anything.
This is a really good example. Local Coco sent this as well. So this is a wall with, I would call, graffiti on it. Like this is pretty loopy. So you can see the heater down there. So you can tell that it's like actually the wall, and this is what she did to it. Like, what are you doing? Novelist, poet. What does all this crap say? Affirm. See, let's isolate. Ooh la la. I don't know. It's all a bunch of nonsense. Literal nonsense. Davetti. Blah, 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 blah. Faith. Complete. Strong belief. How did she even get up here? Did she get on a ladder or something? She stand on a chair. She put a whole bunch of circles everywhere. Artist. A person who practices any of the various creative arts. Example, sculptor, novelist, poet, filmmaker. I am. Who are you? Art. I guess this is art, you would call it. I don't fucking know, man. So, yes, I could see her graffitiing the fucking walls.
Anything, and it's just been a block on any other work, that I can do. Someone offered me to do a movie. I can't do it. But then my friend said that the contract is, hold on, let me tell you what the contract is called. They said the contract is called,
Oh, Kylie, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. I didn't even see that one. I was busy, deep in the mines. Getting the stuff from Loco Coco. Thank you, Loco Coco.
Unconscionable, and that it won't hold up in court. So
What?
I really don't know what to do. You know, and an entertainment lawyer told Dylan that the contract was predatory in nature.
She said she hung her underwear on the paintbrushes too. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here?
And
Wow.
he shouldn't sign it after I already signed it because he told me to. I was just dumb, you know. If that's your husband, I don't think I was dumb. Okay, what I think is the way I was raised. It's like if that's your husband, you're supposed to be able to trust him. He's supposed to guide you and lead you. And I'm all for women's equality and women being strong, but this is just the way that I was raised, you know, and what I was taught to believe. So when I get in this relationship with Dylan, no wonder I believe that I should do what he says. No wonder I believe that I should be a quote unquote good wife. No wonder I believe he won't steer me in the wrong direction because that's what I was raised to believe. Look at my mom, still in a fucking abusive relationship because she's too embarrassed to stand up to him. You know, that's never going to be me, like, ever again. I will never, ever, ever put up with anything like that again. And I've never been one to say stuff. I've always been one to be there and be a good wife and do everything I can for my husband until I realized.
Mark put caution tape on his TV. He put like an X of caution tape through the TV. Mark's court date is on the 30th now. I think, yeah, the 30th of December. Julian Paris got us the deets there.
That no amount of effort on my half is going to, you know, fix him. And then I leave. And that's what happened with Dylan. I kept on giving. I kept on thinking, well, you know, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's that. I just came up with this whole list of, and to be honest with you, when Dylan threw me out, and I say threw me out really loosely because, again, it was all a show. In real life, he's telling me to my face, don't go, please stay. Won't give me my money.
You broke up with Dylan. Huh?
That I need to move. And holding me in bed every night, so we're sleeping together. He's being a father to my children, but then to the people we work with, and to the general public, and apparently to the producers of the show, he's saying this crazy bitch won't leave. She's crazy and she won't leave.
Wow.
So everyone is treating me like I'm the problem, like I'm like forcing this man to be with me, but every day he's literally in.
Yeah, I do Mark on Mondays now. Even though I'm crazy. I don't know. I can't say things. Yes, on Mondays I will.
Tears anytime I try to go. And then doing this, what he did. Look what he did. Because it would have been such a brutal shot to his narcissistic personality disorder for him to have had to tell people Heather left me. So instead, what he did was he went to the courthouse and got this order of protection because now for this show and everyone watching, I really am a crazy bitch. He had to get an order of protection against me.
I see. Okay.
So, like, I don't know. She doesn't think she's on a live stream right now. So I don't know if she's telling Diamond a specific story catered to her just to get her on her side, or if this is what she thinks actually happened. I don't know why she wouldn't just say that publicly. But it's weird. It's weird that the story keeps changing.
Okay.
Rather than, wow, Heather called my parole officer because I beat her 6 or 7 times just this week, and she's scared that I'm going to kill her. And the parole officer told her to get an order of protection, and I was listening, and I decided to go and use her story. What the fuck? Has anyone seen him? He's jacked. He's on drugs and steroids and everything, and I'm small compared to him. He could beat me. He could easily beat me. Easily. I'm sorry. I get so upset. This is why I can't do the interview right now, because I can't do all of this online. Like, it's just so
No,
hard.
I understand. I understand. What you need to know, though, Heather, is that I don't want you to think for 1 minute that we don't know that you're a woman who went out of your way to make a man in jail happy, who was in jail for 5 years. That takes a lot. Talk about ride or die. Okay, that's some serious riding right there. And as a
It should be in the evening, like around this time. I do. That's like how I've had it planned in my head, and just do Brooke during the day, vertical, and then cool stuff at night, horizontal.
woman,
I'm trying to fill out the week with other cool cats
He wrote a letter to Marissa.
and get into like a groove where I do 2 streams consistently a day. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work to sit here and watch videos. I don't know. I need to like do cartwheels or something. Something physically active.
While he was like the first, like, after a year of him being locked up. And, you know, I didn't go get these tattoos for no reason. He told me, just like with my nipple piercing, if you love me, you'll...
Well, Dylan is crazy too, so I don't know. I don't think Dylan has anything to do with Heather post the show though, you know what I mean? Like, Dylan hasn't been a blip on Heather's, or Heather hasn't been a blip on Dylan's radar, I don't think, in a very long time. He'll do like little Reddit ask me anythings or whatever, but I don't think he gives a fuck. I don't think he's doing anything really against Heather.
You'll get it. He liked to push me out of my comfort zone, and it would take him a little while to talk me into it, but I would always eventually say yes, and I think that he realized that.
Sid made me laugh for the first time today. I just had her on in the background when I was getting shit set up just to see if there's anything interesting going on. And her kid was like, I only have one dad now. I don't know where my other dad went. And she was like, your other dad went to a fancy learning school to learn new things about life and stuff. And then she like came over to the camera and she's like, he's in jail. He's in fucking jail. I was like, what is going on here? So that's the only time she's ever made me laugh. Any other time I've looked in on her, she's doing some boring, cringe fucking shit, and I just can't. I was very surprised, actually. That's probably the only time that'll ever happen.
So he wanted to keep pushing those boundaries. He realized that he could get me to do almost anything, and so that's what
it's funny, right?
he did. And when I got those tattoos, he was so happy. It was like the best thing ever. Then Marissa calls me and tells me, come over to my house. She was on house arrest. I go over to her house, and she shows me a letter from Dylan making fun of me. This bitch, can you believe this bitch?
Well, can you believe Dylan? He's making fun of you.
Got my name tattooed on her. You're going to have to step your game up.
Oh my God.
Right.
Marissa doesn't have Heather's name tattooed on him.
So Marissa, I'm there with Dylan. Dylan calls me on the phone, and I'm at Marissa's reading the letter, and I'm crying. Dylan goes off on Marissa. He gets on the phone and he tells her, "You're a dumb bitch. Never contact my wife again. Leave us the fuck alone. That's an old letter. That's from 3 months ago when me and you got into a fight, and I reached out to her, and it was a mistake, and now she's trying to manipulate."
Should Dylan have done that though? I think Dylan's always been the enemy, really. I don't even know why. It's crazy. It's crazy that she had custody of her kids and life was going fine. Like, maybe the marriage, I don't think she was married, but the relationships didn't work out with her baby daddies. Why would you choose Dylan, of all people, over your kids? If your kids mean this much to you in life. Dylan's a piece of shit, bro. Like, in every instance. The fucking worst guy.
And get in between us.
Dylan's a male version of Heather. And he has, like, Marissa's name tattooed all over him, like, fucking 3 or 4 times in the same places. Heather has Dylan tattooed. It's like a snake, kind of. Like, Heather likes Dylan, likes Marissa. Marissa will end up being obsessed over some other fucking guy, and that guy will be obsessed over something. It'll just keep going. It'll just be a chain of people like the centipede. Human centipede shit.
And he's a charmer. And
wow.
But of narcissists.
So then he turned me and Marissa against each other.
Even though he was the one who sent her a letter.
Yes. But for me, I'm thinking this, okay, well, if she knows that we're together, and she's telling me that she's communicating with him, that she's calling him, that she's going to continue, I would probably both of them.
Yeah.
So I went over there to confront her. So when he told her, "You're a fucking liar," on speakerphone, all 3 of us, he told her, "You're a liar. I wrote that 3 months ago when we got into a fight. We never spoke on the phone. I've never written you another letter since then. We don't talk. I have no interest in you." Then I was like, okay, well, that makes a little bit, again, it's always the justification. Well, if him and I got into a fight because some other girl was going to visit him, supposedly named Star, and he's telling me, no, she's not. So we're arguing because I'm accusing him of this other girl, Star, a third girl going to visit him. Wow. And he's saying, no, that never happened. And then he's telling me, his excuse was, well, I reached out to Marissa because I was terrified. I just got sentenced to these 12 years. You were fighting with me over something that never happened. So yeah, I got scared. I made a mistake and I wrote the letter to Marissa and I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. And he cried. He cried that time too on the phone. I don't know what's wrong with me, Heather. I can't believe I would do that. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. I'm so sorry. And lo and behold, surprise fucking surprise. And that's why my hypothesis is that Marissa has been a part of this shit from the whole entire time. The whole entire time. She 100% is very, very, very knowledgeable about fraud. Her and Dylan are both together doing some terrible shit. That's how I fucking got involved in all this. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
That's how I got involved in all of this from the beginning. From the very beginning, because the police started accusing me of fraud, and I don't even know how to do fraud. So the police are in my house, accusing me of fraud, threatening to take away my children, telling me you need to, telling me you need to get away from Dylan. And then the officer slides in. I have tickets to the WJCI Jingle Ball, whatever it's called. I'd love to take you.
The WD-40 Jingle Ball. Who doesn't want to go to that?
And the officer is trying to hit on me.
The officer was starting. That happened to me before on the ambulance. I believe you.
Yes. And so I am tired of this. That was 5 years ago. 5 years ago. I don't know how to deal with this shit. I don't know what to say when they say stuff to me. I don't know. All I ever wanted was to fucking have a husband, and that's it. He's a fucking terrible person, and I don't know, truthfully, if I'll ever be okay. Like, I want to be in a...
Well, this is why I kept it sped up, but I don't know how much longer is this. Let's find out. I was just wondering that too. I was like, we're only halfway through. That's pretty crazy. We might have to tap out. Sounds stable? Who could doubt her? I don't know. Crazy people. I am gonna go smoke. You guys probably want to. We want to hear the end of this, right? And then I'm supposed to still read like this huge fucking thing. Heather says it's a 6-minute read. My fucking ass, it's gonna take 6 minutes to read this nonsense. But we'll see. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I just can't read fast. We'll find out. We'll find out on the blah 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 blah. Speed it back up again. Thanks, speed it back up again. Local Coco had it sped up, and then people were like, "Is this sped up?" And I don't want people thinking that I'm trying to make Heather look crazier than she is by having her sped up. You know what I mean? Because she sounds like she's tweaked out when she's sped up. So I put it down. Also, I don't know if maybe she was harder to understand sped up, but let's here we can go to normal speed, which I think is 1.25 is 0.75 is normal.
I know it's bad to say that, and I never really say that. I always am super positive, toxic positivity, like you're good, you're strong, you got this, you could do this. But I'm fucked up. I am fucked up.
But you know what's healthy about that, though, Heather, is that you realize that you're fucked up, and so you can fix it. A lot of people they don't realize how fucked up they are, so they don't get to fix it. You know what I mean? And you realize, like, hey, I let this energy come into my life, and it fucked me up even further than I was already fucked up. Now it's your job to get away from that energy.
God sent me the message that I should leave, but I just cannot trust myself. I have to like everything. Babe, what color should I paint my nails? Babe, what should I get at the grocery store? Like, I just relied on him to make every decision in my life, from the lingerie set I was going to put on to for my photo shoot to my nail color. And having that for the last however long, since those people fucking drugged me and dosed me around my house, right after that is when Dylan came in and swooped in and fucking saved the day. So I was still literally in shock. I'm not used to having my house robbed. I'm not used to being dosed. That was the first time that ever happened to me.
You're right. You were vulnerable.
I'm scared. I was terrified, very vulnerable. And then here he comes. And then I just formed this dependency on him to tell me what to do in every set of circumstances. And that's why to this day, sometimes when I'm trying to make a decision, I just sit in my car crying for like 6 to 8 hours. And I know that sounds crazy, but I agonize about it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. And there's bad stuff going on around me, and I can feel it, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to get away from it.
Right, girl. I'm gonna talk to you about that. Like you know, I want it to be like a separate conversation than the one we're having now. But I 100%. Huh?
I'm really embarrassed. I'm really sorry. I always break down when I talk about it. I do a really good job pretending to be okay if I don't have to talk about it. But once I have to start talking about it and remembering it, I fuck up and I just fucking embarrass myself. And I don't even know you're a stranger. And I just am here telling you all my things. And I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, Heather. You have to understand. I am another woman. I've been in several of the positions that you've been in. I understand you, and I'm not a judgmental person like that. Like, once you really understand, people, and just that certain things are just normal. You're just gonna go through certain things in life. It's not an effect the way that you think it is. When you're the person in that position, yeah, it feels like that. But it's not. It's nothing nobody has seen, been through. You are not alone, and I don't want you feeling like that. I really don't.
Thank you. I do need help. I do need help, but I don't have the money, and I do need my kids back, and I do need a job, and I can work, but then I get scared when I'm in one place for too long, like they're gonna come. And then his friend Mike sent me this message like a few days ago. Yes, these people blocked and ignored me for the last year. The entire time he was beating me, they saw, they refused to acknowledge. The entire time he was withholding my money, they saw, they were standing right there in the same room while we would have arguments about it, refused to acknowledge. Now all of a sudden, all these people are messaging me and saying like, I don't have any problems with you. You've always been respectful to me. I'm sorry that they're saying all this mean stuff online, but it's like, you guys sat there and watched it all happen, and not a single, I'm always defending everyone. I'm always trying to stick up for the poor person or the criminal or the always fucking pulling, trying to argue for the whoever's like losing, and whoever needs help, whoever doesn't have support. And all these fucking people watched him rip me to fucking pieces and just sat there watching and supported him through it. And now you're gonna get into my DM, trying to be friends with me.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward. I wouldn't trust that. If I was you, I would just stay completely away from that energy. Period.
That's what I'm doing, but they always find me. Like, I'm glad that we're having this conversation, because every few weeks I have to have this conversation with someone, so that if I die, someone will understand the dynamics of my situation, so that they could give some advice to the investigators when they're looking for my murderer.
Wow. So you feel like it's that deep? Like he's?
Yes.
Oh wow. You really are scared for your life.
Yes, and I have that, and no one believes me. I think because I smile so much, and I try to be happy and pretend. I think there's no way that she could really be feeling things, but I swear to God, I'm my kid's life on everything I love.
Yeah.
Every single day. And even the days, I had to sleep in my car a couple times, and I went to a truck stop, and I fell asleep for an hour and a half, and then the police woke me up and told me, you have to move. And I'm like, well, why? I'm sleeping. And they're like, you have to move. You can't be here. They don't want you here. And I just had to go driving around again. That's the thing. Where am I supposed to go being homeless? Where am I supposed to go? I'm grateful for my car, and I'm fine. I can make whatever work, whatever I have to do. But if I can't even sleep at a truck stop, I just don't. It's not that I'm unwilling to do the right things. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Right. No, I totally understand.
And I'm tired,
Yeah. I do know. I understand.
But I'll do anything. That's the thing. I'm a hard worker.
I don't know, my eyes a little more red. They're still pretty white. Just don't go red.
I'm not afraid of, doing stuff. I work hard, and I'm capable, and I'm intelligent, and I have so many other skills that I can't even tap into, because I'm operating from this place of straight survival 24/7.
Got you.
Literally.
I got you. I'm going to.
I'm so happy. I was curating these fucking photo shoots.
Yeah. Once Heather finds out that this has been live, this whole time, she's been on the live stream, she freaks the fuck out. And I think it must be coming up soon.
I hate it.
Because I think the reason her hand's like this is because she's trying to cash app or something.
I fucking hate him so much.
I know you're at a place where really what needs to happen is you need to stay the heck, and I mean all the way the heck away from Dylan. Anyone that's connected to Dylan, anyone that can give information to Dylan about you, you just need to stay away from it, because at the end of the day, you don't want to mix the two. You got you know what I mean?
There's a guy. And I like him because he makes me feel safe, and he used to make me feel safe while Dylan was away, and he literally not a single time, never, not once, tried to have sex with me while I was in a relationship with Dylan. He was so respectful, so respectful. This is years our friendship grew with no sex, and I felt safe with him.
Who the fuck is she talking about here? I don't know where my thing is. Not Xavier, right?
And he used to make me feel safe while Dylan was away, and he literally not a single time, never, not once, tried to have sex with me while I was in a relationship with Dylan. He was so respectful, so
Who? I miss who she said this was.
Respectful. This is years our friendship grew with no sex. And I fell asleep with him. However, I also feel like there's some weird connection. I don't know. And it's like that's the only person that I really trust.
Yeah.
A man anyways. And I
Yeah, I don't think it's Xavier. It must have been someone else.
want to go to him. You know, I want to go to him, but I don't know. I don't know if wherever I go,
Is this Juan? Is this the guy who left her at the mall or whatever?
I'm bringing more problems.
Or Ed?
You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere I go, I feel like people gotta be scared after that. You know? Even my best friend who let me stay with her for like a month after when everything first happened, when I was too scared to even go to the grocery store alone. I mean, I was terrified. I was just shaking and crying. I wouldn't even go outside. When now she's having problems.
Wow.
And shit. And her boyfriend, the gay stuff, everything Dylan did to me is happening to her now.
Wow. So, and you think it's because she let you live with her and Dylan has like...
Yes. He has a whole group of these fucking minions that literally just do whatever he says. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to them or call them names or weak or anything like that, because again, I was there. You know, I played that part. But now it's a little different. Like when I was playing that part, Dylan was in prison. You know, I wasn't watching him with my eyes victimize people. I wasn't watching him with my eyes hurting people. These people take it a step further because they know who he is now. You know what I'm saying? They know. They're not in a facade. They know. But I also believe they're terrified.
Yeah.
He does have money. He is connected in some way. I don't know what way, but he is connected and he does have money and he does have resources. And if he didn't, there's nothing on earth that would have kept him out of prison for the last year after everything that he did to me. And he did it all on camera. All of it.
Wow. So you think he has some type of deal going on with the feds? Like,
wow.
120%. Yes.
Ooh, girl.
But here's the thing for me. I always knew that he had a deal, right? That's why they were not giving him 18 years or something like that. They were supposed to give him like 18 years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he ran up a whole bunch of fucking checks, like depositing money in all these places. And then he would always call me and tell me, go bring this girl to the county. She's going to pick up a check from her boyfriend. And then you guys are going to cash it. You can buy yourself a laptop. And I did. I would take all these girls' places and me and these girls. And he's, you know, these are none me or any of the girls ever did anything wrong. He, with Marissa, and his other ex did all the whatever the fuck they did.
Fucking Marissa. It was all Marissa.
And that's what prompted that police officer coming to my house and accusing me of being fraud. When I am not fraud, he is fraud. I am not fraud. He is fraud. So, you know, he would do all this shit and he got caught and it was an election year. And
what's that from? I'm not crazy, you're crazy. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. That's from something.
They didn't want the fucking heat of how the fuck did this guy carry $50,000 out of the county, or how did he bond his own self out by doing fraud, or et cetera, and so forth. So they chose instead to cover it all up and to tell him, I don't know the exacts of the deal, but what he told me was, and this is the only thing that he ever told me about the deal, and I
really wish we could have seen Heather's cam instead of Diamond's cam here, because you know she was like added up and just going crazy.
Didn't even know if it was entirely true because I'd never seen anything in paper until about 3 months before we broke up, when I found the actual proper. But he told me that the state told him, and I don't know if that's bad or what that is, but that the state told him if they taught him, if he taught them how to do fraud, they would let him go, and they would let him off after
Dylan has some newfangled way to do fraud that no one's thought of before.
only however many years, rather than the 18 years that they were trying to get him.
Wow. What is your, Heather, I'm trying to send you a little bit of cash on Venmo. What's your username on there? Even though we didn't do the interview, I'm going to just send you.
I feel bad. Please, no, it's okay. I don't want you to do that. I feel really bad. That's okay. You don't have to do that.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. It's okay. I'll be fine. I don't like to take advantage of people's kindness.
I mean, it's no problem.
It's okay. I mean, are you okay? Aren't you dealing with things?
I'm good. I mean,
It's back when Heather Gillespie was kind of nice. See, like, if I knew her back here, I'd be like, oh, this is just a crazy person. And she seems kind of nice. But she's fucking insane. I'm actually surprised she didn't take the money. She would from a sponsor. Why wouldn't she from Toxic?
I can comfortably send you what I was going to send you and not have a problem.
Are you sure?
I am absolutely positive, Heather.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Now I gotta get Venmo back up. Hold on.
I've never had to ask people for shit. You know, even when
Right. No, that's gay. How much?
when I did what he wanted me to do, even when I accepted this guy, they gave me money, they paid my bills, they did whatever he said, whatever I said.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
Oh, did she slip that in there? I didn't even catch that. You're on a live? She's that good. I did hear her start to try to say, be like, because we didn't do the interview, I'm just gonna say, I think she's gonna say, I'm just gonna say that this is the interview. But Heather likes the app.
Didn't need anyone.
Right.
I was all by myself, you know, like I would just lay there crying and feeling like I wanted to die, but at least my bills were paid, you know, at least I kept a roof over my kids' head, at least they were not hungry.
Yeah, you're right.
Now it's like I have to ask people for help, and it's awful.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember like what tips Heather off. It's something like Toxic must have said, "Is there anything you want to say to the people or something before we go?" And she's gonna be like, "What do you mean?" But she gets angry.
It is terrible. What is your ad name on Venmo?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't want me to send it?
I'm looking right now.
Okay.
Oh, so you're a prostitute. Yep, I'm a prostitute. If by prostitute you mean I was love bombed, gaslighted, brainwashed, threatened, coerced, and then left in a position where the only thing I could do... I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
No, you don't have to apologize to me.
This is like when I was reading the Cassie. Remember the Cassie text? Like Cassie, but we called her Cassie. That might be too early for you guys. Your Highness should remember, and there's someone else. Oh, Loco Coco will definitely remember. But this lady was like, "I want to get you an apartment. I'll get you a fucking apartment." This is when she was pregnant with Weston. And all Heather wanted to do was bitch about her shit and then not get the apartment. And it was like, what the fuck? But then people were also like, what are you doing, Cassie? Like, why are you offering Heather an apartment? She was like, well, I got some money. If someone died in my family, I thought it'd be a good thing. It's like, no, that's a bad thing. But this is what it reminds me of. So I'm trying to send you money, and Heather's just like, I just want to tell you about more nonsense. Blah.
I understand exactly how you feel.
No Contendo. How's it going, No Contendo?
If a man tried to traffic me, I'd probably cut his fucking wrist. But
and that's how I felt. So at the end, so that's, I believe firmly that's the reason why he put me in the psych ward. And it was probably for my own good, because if not, I believe with my full entire heart and soul that I would be in prison for the rest of my life, because there's a list of men who raped me, who did things that I never went into a date with a man saying, I'm going to have sex with you. Dylan would be like, I want to hear you have sex with someone. He's a cuckold. So I would, agree to go on a date with someone. And if I liked him, if they were a gentleman, if they were good to me, then I would decide, like, okay, well, I guess
I hope you're not homeless for New Year's, No Contendo.
do it. Like my friend Chris, and it's just so awkward now seeing him. He's like, are we going to have sex again? I'm like, you're fucking disgusting. The only reason I did that is because Dylan wanted me to do that. No, I would never. But the point is, these situations that you end up in with these men, you go on a date and you're not selling sex, you're not selling, fucking glasses, you're not selling drugs, you're not selling fraud, you're just on a date.
Selling fraud? Do you sell fraud?
But they don't know that you
commit fraud.
Have these intentions to sleep with them so that your husband can hear. And he would want them to know, but I can't do that. So imagine being on a date with a guy when you're in love with your husband, you don't even want to be there, but you have to fake the funk, and then you have to look at him and tell him, because I'm an honest person and I can't trick them, hey, my husband in prison wants to listen. And they'd be like, okay. They'd be like, okay.
So you would be having sex with men while he was on the phone in prison as well?
Yes.
Oh, that's a lot, Heather. That's really a lot.
That's so fucking weird.
And I would get these dark thoughts, so then the guy would force me to, he would just fuck me in a way I didn't want to be fucked, or I would agree to dinner, and he would have sex with me anyways. Or this one guy would tie me up on my arms and my wrist and cut me inside my vagina with an X-Acto knife.
Oh God!
I was just having a glass of wine at his house. And he lives in the South Loop, and he's a banker. And it's these people who the police and the court system take seriously who are doing these things, and then there's no way to get any justice, because who am I? I'm just a girl who got taken. I'm an idiot. and I have mental health issues. So I clearly can't be trusted when I tell the truth about being raped or abused. So I'm dealing with all these fucking rapes, they're violent, like crazy. You don't understand shit that is not supposed to happen to anyone. And I have to leave those situations and go home to my kids and pretend like nothing happened because I'm the only one that my kids have. So I'm home pretending like everything's fine, trying.
Yeah, but like, why wouldn't you just not be part of the situation? Like, why would, like, Dylan is in prison. He's in prison, so you don't have to do any of this shit. You could say, I'm out. I'm not gonna have sex with a bunch of random men who apparently do terrible things like this. I have kids to raise. What are you gonna do about it? You're in fucking prison. The end. But she didn't do that. She just want to be on the show? Like, I don't know. She just had her traumatizing people.
I didn't get my life to fucking.
She's oh my god. I'm gonna sound evil. You want me to sound evil? This is what I think it is. Diamond is about to send her money. Heather is like, no, I haven't laid it on thick enough yet, so let me really get crazy before she sends the money. Then I'll give her my fucking Cash App. Because I was like, why wouldn't she just give her Cash App? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think it is. That's me being evil.
Together, trying to deal with all this abuse, and Dylan.
A non-evil person would be like, oh, she's just, reliving a traumatic experience.
Babe, as soon as I get home, everything's gonna be better. You're gonna be able to rest. You're gonna be able to heal. You're gonna be able to go to therapy. Everything's gonna be fine. And then he comes home, and instead of letting me heal, he does this. He fucking does this, and just abuses me more.
Yeah.
No, I can't even get a gun. And that's what I was trying to say.
I don't think you should have a gun.
There are men who I would kill given the opportunity, and that's just the truth. I would, if I had a gun in my hand and they were here, I would kill them, and then even after they were dead, I would probably still keep shooting at their body. I hate them. They took so much from me.
I didn't remember this interview going so crazy, so maybe like a bunch of trigger warnings. The fuck?
And he enjoyed it. Dylan enjoyed listening to it. And I thought that I was bad if I didn't let him listen. And I would ask him sincerely and genuinely because he didn't understand. I would say to him, Dylan, I don't understand, babe. If you love me and you know that someone is hurting me, how does that turn you on? How does that make you feel good? I don't.
Is there a clip of her saying that? I'll play that clip. Because that's interesting if she said that. Because, I mean, like, makes sense.
He would think, he would pretend like I made him.
Maybe, for people listening, I forget sometimes people aren't watching. Like, they might be doing other stuff. No Contento says, Heather admitted to having a strategy to solicit donations. In quotes, you have to prey on their emotions. End quote.
Feel like embarrassed and like turn it around on me and be like, see, this is why I can't be honest with you and blah 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 blah. And then I felt bad, and then I felt like I was doing something wrong, and so I would just take it and shut it down and then just keep shutting it down. Like I have to be a good wife. I can't make him feel shamed for what he likes, right? So
yeah.
But it was never supposed to be me being.
It was in the breast milk era. I should remember that. She was streaming a lot though, and I was also working full time, and also I think James Soroka was around. I don't know how I did everything. I don't know how I'm alive. Maybe that's why I don't remember every little thing, but that's a very, I guess for this interview specifically, it's important, so maybe that's why, I don't know. But I'll have to find it. I'm just like, go back, show you guys. Be like that one time. Remember that one time, that crazy interview? Well, listen to this.
Being violently raped or me being, it was never supposed to be any of that, and that's why I don't trust anyone. Did Dylan set that up? How do those people know me? Were they his friends? It just, none of it makes any sense. None of it. None of it. None of it. And I fucking, me, not him, he didn't get fucking raped repeatedly. He didn't get robbed repeatedly. He didn't get drugged and dosed repeatedly. I did. And I'm not trying to say, poor me, feel sorry for me. I'm just saying I need a way out. Like, I was abused horrifically in a way that required, like, help. And instead of being able to find any help, it's just more and more abuse piling on.
Right. I think for you, Heather, you're going to have to learn to be selfish with yourself. It's something I had to learn, too. Because other people's energy is fucked up. Did you get your username?
Flesh and Bone. It wasn't Flesh and what was it called? Fabric and Bone or something? Thread and Bone? I do know the story you're talking about. That was with the fucking mosquito candle. We broke that story. With help from BCG and others. But no, that was, I remember that era. We could probably find that.
How do you learn how to be selfish for yourself?
You literally learn how to say no, and it does make you feel guilty. You stop getting secondhand embarrassment for people. Who cares how they feel? You stop all those things that you're experiencing.
Rag and Bone, that's what it was, yeah.
You take it on other people's burdens. Even when you're watching something on TV, you see somebody get their face bashed in. You feel it in your body. Yeah, don't. You just have to deny yourself those feelings, and that's what I've done. That's what I've had to do.
I'm sending the username. Wait, see, hold on, I literally just texted.
No, you sent me the link, but I can't use it because it's trying to get me to sign in as you. So I just need your username, and I'm in mine, right?
I'm not doing it. I can't do this. I'm so sorry. I can't keep doing this, but I was about to send it when you called. I was really breaking down. I'm really sorry. I want to do it. It's fucked up, and there's like I can't.
Oh, can't do the interview that they've been doing for however long.
See what I just told you on the internet. Like, do you know how people will treat me?
Listen, Heather, my whole thing is when I thought you knew that I was like doing a live video. So
This is where it gets crazy.
when I do a video with you, I just want to ask you when you come on live with me, I just want to ask you about you. It doesn't have to necessarily be about that. You can tell me what you will and won't answer. It doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be so, one-sided and I just ask you whatever I want to ask you and then you don't have to answer any fucking thing you don't want to.
Okay.
And it can be positive.
Everyone does crime. Everyone. Every single person. Everyone. There's not a person out here that's never done something illegal. And so when Dylan tells everyone that I know that I'm an informant, that's why I feel like I can't, like I'm scared, so scared of why I can't trust anyone, because now everyone and their mother that knows me is probably looking back like, damn, did I do anything illegal around this girl? And then the more they think and the more scared they get, the more likely they are to take action against me.
How many people were doing illegal things around you? What the fuck?
Yeah.
So, again, if I died that way, like, I would be fine with it, because at least I died, like, just trying to work and trying to get my kids back, and at least they know that their mother didn't leave after their mother didn't give up on them, after that their mother lost them, and I don't know how much more, I can deal with that regard. He's a fucking fraud, and everyone protecting him is a fucking fraud.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that you even went through any of that. That's crazy as hell. And it's crazy because, like I was saying, he has such a cute face that everybody would give him the benefit of the doubt. But then when you turn around and you see how many arrests there are, it makes you question, like, well, wait a minute, who really is the crazy one? Because he don't want to keep going his ass to jail.
Right, but legally,
I thought she didn't know that I was lying. I'm sorry, Heather. Go on. I thought you knew that. Go on.
you were live that whole time?
Yeah.
So Heather, I guess, checks her page on YouTube. And it's like, oh no, you're live? Yep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you guys. This is where it gets crazy.
We're not live videoing, but we're live audioing.
To who?
To like a backup channel. It's like a really small channel.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
See, that's the malicious shit that I was talking about.
Me being malicious?
I mean,
I sent you the link to the live, Heather.
And am I in that link?
No, you're on the actual phone for the video that was running with the link.
No, you just called me on the phone and never once told me that you were recording, which is illegal.
You know what? This conversation is over. Bye. I'm done. I'm not dealing with her. She's out of her fucking mind. I was just about to send this girl $25 fucking dollars.
Oh, damn, $25. That's not that much. I thought they fought more. They didn't fight? She just hangs up?
And here she is, a fucking self-sabotager. Now she's telling me that I did not tell her she was in a lie. She just called me malicious to my fucking face. Bitch, who do you think you're talking to? I don't let people talk to me like that. And if you don't want to be abused by me, I suggest you leave me the fuck alone because you got me fucked up. Now you
Oh, she does the voice memos. That's what that is.
have pissed me the fuck off. You are a crazy bitch. I have done nothing to you, and you got the fucking nerve to come at me after I was nothing but sweet and kind to you, and even about to send your ass some money. Bitch, don't call me back. I don't play them games.
I mean, like, she should understand the confusion. I think Diamond was a little opportunistic and didn't really fucking clarify. Especially when Heather was going to some crazy stories. She wasn't like, are you sure you want to say this on live or anything? Like, you know what I mean? So, whatever. I wish that they would have fought more, like, on the phone.
Hey, I'm sorry. This bitch is a mess. I am so sorry. I did nothing wrong to her just now. How the fuck didn't you know I was live when I sent you the link to be in the live? I have messages.
Because she was saying the whole time, I don't want to be in the live. While you guys are on the live. You know what I'm saying? Right? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm just... Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we're waiting. Okay, we're waiting. I see I'm here in the live. I'm going to my car. I'm trying to see if it's okay on your end. This bitch knew we were live. I'm not finna be dealing with no crazy shit. I'm not dealing with it no more.
Okay. Well, I do see... Okay, I see both sides, as Burke would say. Toxic saying, if I'm telling you I'm live right now, and we're waiting for you, and you call me while I'm live, then you would assume that the conversation is going to be set on the live. I'm just going to mute for fucking an hour while Burke or Heather tells me the story. You know what I mean? So I get where Toxic's coming from, but you guys should just fought on the phone. Why'd you guys hang up? Why'd you hang up on her? That's the only thing I'm angry about right now, is the fact that Toxic hung up on Heather.
I was nothing but kind to you. And there's a place in hell for people like you too. You are a fucking horrible person. I was nothing but kind to you. And I was about
Like, say it to her face. Why are you doing voice memos?
to put money in your pocket and show your ass how to make money while you in the streets. But
Yeah, no, Heather Gillespie definitely thought it was like a conversation before the live, but she should have known when Toxic said we're live right now and waiting for you that she probably was live when she called her.
since you want to come at me and call me names to my face like you're fucking crazy, then goodbye. I don't deal with people like you on that level. I run from bitches like you. What the fuck wrong with this bitch? She wants fucking sympathy and shit. Like, are you kidding me? I will never let you turn your crazy shit on me and start abusing me because you're an abused woman. That's what women that are abused do.
Does she say this does not have to be live? Interesting. I didn't catch that part.
They start trying to fight and battle with everybody else. I'm not your fucking enemy, so you can take your ass somewhere else. Now, and you just gave me a free...
If she did say that, then I'd say then she probably knew that Heather didn't know that she's live because Heather's a fucking lunatic and was like kind of trying to ease her in the direction, but knowing that she would fucking blow up eventually, and then this is just like to save face. Maybe, who knows? I don't really care. Apparently Toxic Diamond's an evil child abuser. I don't really care what she does. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to like go to bat for either of these two ladies. These are just two crazy ladies having a conversation, apparently.
Fucking interview, and I'm gonna air it. Sue me for it. Sue me for it, Heather, because you got me fucked up. That's what I do not like. You're a fucking liar. You sit here straight flat out ass lying. And you done pissed me off. I done took a good fucking hour and 18 minutes out of my fucking day trying to coddle a grown fucking woman who knows better than to be dealing with a fucking con in jail and waiting 5 years for a nigga to get out of jail. You motherfucking right you got a mental problem. You motherfucking right. But it's always women that's going through shit that take their anger out on other people. Don't fucking do that shit to me, bitch. I don't put up with that at all. I don't. That was horrible. She just sabotaged herself for no reason.
$25. It will solve all of her problems. They cancel each other out.
I cannot believe she just did. I am so pissed. And I should have fucking known she was full of shit when she was trying to get me to send her the $50 before she even did the
Just a couple snakes trying to snake each other.
interview. And then her ass started saying, I can't get on. The StreamYard won't let me. Oh, now I got to go to my car. I don't have a background now. Oh, now the person that I'm living with doesn't want me to do this in his house. So now I can only call you. And now, I said, oh, okay, well, we're sitting here waiting. I call her. We're on the live. I'm live. I told you, Heather, I'm live. We're waiting on live. You have several messages saying, well, if you guys can't wait, if you can't wait, then what? Then I can cancel. I said, oh, she's trying to cancel. Like, girl, bye. I'm not finna do none of this shit with you. You are fucking insane. You mean to fucking tell me that of all the shit that you're telling me that Dylan did to you, your ass would sit there and try to make me, the person that's listening, you think I'm so desperate for a fucking interview. I'm paying you, the homeless lady who don't have money, for this interview. I don't even give a fuck about interviews like that. You need to I can't. That really just pissed me to my fucking limit off. This woman is a...
You got a lot of tea, though. You got a lot of tea for your channel. That's what you wanted. Right? And you didn't have to pay her. So that's good. There you go.
Fucking liar. She knows fucking well that she gave me every permission to go live with her, and it's on my phone and text messaging.
Bum, bum, bum. Why is it showing this video? Fucking Casey Anthony. So, Heather's getting evicted. I guess I can just close this. We don't need that open anymore. Heather's getting evicted. That's so bright. Why is it so bright? Can we not have it like, Jesus. Jesus. Is there, thought there was like a dark mode I could turn on. We don't really need to be here for this long. It's just Heather getting evicted. Possession only. Local Coco says it means they just want to take possession of the unit back. They're not looking for any back rent or anything. There's a residential complaint. There's not going to be a jury. Heather Gillespie and unknown occupants, which would be Xavier and maybe his dog walking friends, who knows. It's for January 27th, but Local Coco was saying that her friend who deals with like evictions and stuff says that they're backlogged, so that might be longer. It might be longer than that. What else? Okay, now it's not so bright. We have this thing. So she was going on about this thing the other time, and the saga continues. It's really long, though. I don't know if there's a video. We could watch the video. Maybe it'll do like a little summary. Let's see how long. Let's just see the first. Let's see how it starts off. Let's see. I arrived at the courthouse at 555 West Harrison on Tuesday, February 4th, 2020 at 8:45 a.m. I was the second person to sign in. Line 8. My court date was scheduled for 9 a.m. X arrives at 9:45 a.m. That's Dylan, though. She's like, that's not Xavier, that's Dylan. I just call Xavier X now. At 10:13, there's no 10:13. At 10:13, the judge says she needs to take a break from the hearing cases in room. I don't know why my screen's all weird right now. In room 202 because she needs to cover the courtroom next door. The judge is very stern. She already yelled at two people very loudly. It makes me nervous. I breathe. I'm fine. I have to be patient. Divine timing. What is this, actually? What the fuck is this? I don't know. I've never really sat down and read all of mercifulstorm.com. Reading's not one of, like, my things that I like doing in my past. Especially Heather Gillespie's ramblings. But, like, this is really ridiculous. Okay. Maybe I can read it better on the screen. I'm the respondent on an erroneous order of protection filed by X, which is Dylan. I was short-served with on January 14th by CPD, Chicago Police Department, at 2 p.m. The same day I came to court, and I was told after signing into the clerk's office that I did not have court that day. Lies and corruption swept under the rug and labeled as a clerical error. I don't have the energy to even care anymore. I accept that. It was a clerical error. Whatever. On to more important thoughts. First off, the judge is working her ass off. She seems pretty fair, albeit impatient. She is clearly working very hard, and my intuition tells me that her intentions are pure. She seems like she wants to help. She seems open to hearing what I have to say. She also seems overworked and spread too thin, which is definitely a feeling I can relate to. Heather Gillespie, the supermom. She is covering 2 courtrooms in my kid. This is just her novel. Like, this is just her fucking novel. What is this a link to? Oh, the person she keeps emailing. I can't read all this. She said that this was a 6-minute read. 6 minutes, my fucking ass it is. That's a lot for 6 minutes. Maybe if I'm reading like Heather on Adderall. Nonsense. I'm not for sale. I'm not a sexual object. I'm worthy of love. Yeah. I don't know if this is copywritten or not. This is a video like hard coded into her website. This isn't a YouTube video. Like you could download this video. It makes me wonder what other videos are on mercifullstorm.com. I'm gonna have to poke around on mercifullstorm.com. There's like a billion fucking things on this site. It's crazy. I don't know what a Pulp Fiction's voice is. I'm no one's property. I'm free of emotion, physical, and sexual abuse. YouTube doesn't like those words. This is the lock. Now even stronger. Master lock. So what is this? Can we... for notification. Order of protection. Respondent's name. Person served was Heather Gillespie. So this is her getting it. The order of protection served on her from Dylan. No contact by any means. No means. You gotta get out. It's time to get out, Heather. In the rain. February 4th, 2020. I got to court. We were just reading that up there. She looks really weird. She looks drugged out here.
So I did much better today. I only cried like 2 tears and no one really saw. And they were for my kids. The judge continued this case again. So now they're chalking up the last court date for the petition that I filed as a clerical error. And I have to come back on February the 26th, so that's another month without my kids.
Come on, guys. I'm going to show you my hashtag crib. Action blocked. This action was blocked. Please try again later. We restrict certain content and actions to protect our community. Why does it just keep getting louder? Okay. I don't know. Did you guys get anything from that? What did you learn? What did we learn today? It's the end of the day. What did we learn? My door is open by the spider. Ah, da 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 da. Remember when Heather was like, if you want a website made, I'll do it for you. I remember that back in the, she'd make websites in the bathtub and shit. Heather is a nut. Heather is a nut. Alright, well I guess that's it. That's it for today. It's past midnight. Threat level midnight, you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. As I always am. I want to play the cat game. But every night, I've been like, I should play video games on stream. And then I'll eat something and I'll lay down and I won't get up. So I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Hey. But take care, guys. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And until next time. Till the next Feral Friday. Hopefully Heather gives us more content next week. Maybe I will read the rest. I mean, maybe we could do a whole stream just reading mercifullstorm.com. Maybe if I get really high, I could just start reading them. And it'll be okay. Maybe. We'll find out. Bye, guys. Have a good night.